This is The Gorge. It's a podcast where my friends and I gorge ourselves on what's happening in the world of video games and entertainment.
The Gorge is brought to you by Patreon. That's patreon.com/thegorge, where for just $3 a month, you gain access to all of our bonus content. Everything we've ever done in the last 10 years. And yeah, we just had our 10-year anniversary. All of that bonus stuff is there on Patreon for the paltry amount of $3 a month. I think it's a pretty good deal. It also gets you early access to The Reboot, our TTRPG podcast. It's currently on a slight hiatus because of scheduling things and projects that members of the podcast are working on.
I'm writing a story about horses.
That's right. A normal story about horses.
It's normal for horses, which is why Char Aznable is in it.
Horse normal or horse null.
Or hormel.
Hormel.
Like, the chili.
Oh, a thing famously made out of horses.
Yeah, because it's normal for it to be so.
Yeah, exactly. Patreon.com/thegorge. Please check it out. Yeah, that's all I got. This is going to be a long one. I already know, so I promise to not spend 5.5 hours talking about all the Batman stuff I've been up to lately. But it's been a lot.
This I am proud to introduce our new segment on the podcast.
Oh, what's that?
That I like to call Baman Piderman.
I see.
Where Sara and I talk about the comics we've been reading.
I promise to be fast. I am not going to spend 40 because Summer Games Fest happened and there's going to be stuff to talk about there.
And stuff after Summer Games Fest to talk about.
Yeah, there's so much. And I don't want to be here for 4 hours.
Look forward to Sara being justified for not having been there for the Microsoft show.
Sara remains eternally vindicated. So, real quick, the biggest thing to get out of my system is I started and have almost finished all of Grant Morrison's run on Batman. The only thing I have left is Batman Incorporated, which I started today. I didn't get far in because I'm busy at work. That entire run absolutely kicks ass. I highly recommend it if you want to have your entire brain rewritten, which is what happened. I read the first part of this, which it goes Batman and Son, Batman R.I.P., and then running concurrently was Batman and Robin with Dick Grayson as Batman and Damian as Robin. And it was running alongside the return of Bruce Wayne. Like, those were coming out at the same time, basically. Mm-hmm. And it finishes with Batman Incorporated. So you can have the whole thing. It's really good. It's really, really good. I highly recommend it. It's a bunch of comic books horseshit in the best way possible. Batman R.I.P. is so cool that I would just I spent a solid 3 days just telling everybody I could. No, you don't understand. This shit rocks. So yeah, no, it's awesome. It's Grant Morrison playing with all the stuff that I think is interesting, which is that everything that's ever happened is happening at the same time forever, right? Mm-hmm. And then also this idea of the whole in everything that will culminate in Batman Incorporated. So I need to finish it. But it's phenomenal. It's so good. It's so comic books in the best way. What did I say? I have it written down in my phone. It's literally a secret society of rich assholes brainwash Bruce Wayne with enough heroin to kill an elephant so they can torture him to death after he suffers a complete break from reality. And then he gets his shit together by turning into a different version of himself where he beats people up with a baseball bat and then eventually digs himself out of his own grave and then dies in a helicopter crash, but also, no, he doesn't. He actually dies, but also, no, he doesn't in Grant Morrison's Final Crisis, a thing I don't intend to read yet. Maybe later. So it's fine. Because he dies, finger quotes, in Final Crisis, in that Darkseid sends him back into the past to quantum leap through history over the course of a couple thousand years, as part of an elaborate way to destroy all of reality. So, comic
Fake Grand Order.
Fake Grand Order, kinda, yeah. Actually,
A little bit.
Now that I think about it, the mechanics of time travel to destroy the world are a little differently, but spiritually it's right there.
Bruce would just have an altar for every class, wouldn't he?
Bruce Wayne is absolutely Batman. Batman is absolutely like a fucking Artoria, right? Like you could have a full support list of nothing but Batman, I think.
Right?
Yeah. You would have to cheat a little probably by having certain Batmen be like Damian or Dick.
Well, yeah,
you know what?
Damian is Savior.
Yeah.
Because he's got the sword.
He's got the sword.
Red Hood is assassin.
Yeah, absolutely. It's perfect.
But I mean, you've got the Batmobile, so Ryder's covered.
Yeah.
Like Bruce has trained with enough Tibetan monks to be a caster.
Yes, actually. So it would work out perfectly. Spiritually, there's Fate Grand Order is comic books, right? Like spiritually, like when you start discussing all of the convoluted horseshit that happens in both comic books and that game, you go like, oh, I understand instantly.
Yeah, like in the same capacity of Fate being a culmination of every culture's mythology and folktale. Yeah, being combined into one big project. So much is the same of Western Big Two comics.
Yeah,
like just like from a standpoint, it's every great mythological figure and famous literary character just being reinterpreted and represented in a new form.
Yeah, absolutely. So truly, I mean, it's all the same. It's fine. I love it. It's really good.
Look, I'm looking at Amazon right now, and they got all 3 Grant Morrison omnibuses for like less than $50 each.
Oh, that's actually not bad. That's actually not bad at all. I wonder if that contains everything, because I have not read. Go ahead.
So it's got the volume 1 says it's got Batman and Son, Batman the Black Glove, and Batman R.I.P.
Okay.
Contains 655 to 658, 663 to 683.
Okay.
And some DC Universe stuff. And volume 2 looks like it's got Batman and Robin 1 through 16.
Yep.
The Return of Bruce Wayne 1 through 6.
Mm-hmm.
And then volume 3 has Batman Inc. 1 through 8. 0 through God, I hate reissues.
I'm learning that. I am learning the annoyance of
now you get it.
Now I get it.
Where it's like, where do you start?
Down.
Issue 1.
No.
Yeah, now you understand Snake Town.
I understand Snake Town perfectly now. Yeah.
Snake Town's my favorite location in Bloodborne.
Yeah.
Sarah, imagine reading these contemporary.
I couldn't. There's
like
a reason.
These are you get to read books that are all nicely organized in chronological order.
Yeah, for sure.
Imagine being like, what the fuck do you mean I have to buy The Resurrection of Ra's al Ghul? I didn't even know that was coming out.
Yeah, no, I really want to read the Matt Fraction and Jorge Jimenez current run of Batman really bad. But one, I don't know. I need to look and see what I should read before that to be sure. And 2, there's stuff that happens in that I'm like, well, because at one point I know that Barbara gets arrested, right?
Right.
Well, that's its own comic book line, right?
Yeah.
Like Barbara Gordon in prison, So there's that. I'm like, okay, well, I did this to myself. I willfully stepped into this bear trap. It was not. I could have been content to just watch cartoons, but no.
Does the teeth sinking into your leg feel good?
No, it feels terrible.
Oh, okay.
Well, sometimes it feels really good when you are reading things like Batman R.I.P., so I think it's okay. It's fine.
I see.
So, it's great. It's fine. Please, Grant Morrison comics are good. I understand why everybody's crazy about them. It's also funny to learn that apparently Alan Moore and Grant Morrison don't like each other. And Grant Morrison has talked about how they want to hit Alan Moore with their car And I'm like, yeah, that sounds about right.
I feel like that is a normal relationship to have with Alan Moore.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, I don't know Grant Morrison that well. Alan Moore seems like a Hayao Miyazaki style of just kind of a complete asshole all the time.
He's a complete asshole, but he's also unfortunately right all the time.
Yeah, much as well like Hayao Miyazaki. Unfortunately, he's right to be a humongous asshole, but God, is he a humongous asshole?
Yeah, tremendous asshole. But he is right all of the time, so I understand Grant Morrison wanting to hit him with their car. So that was funny to learn. See, look, I banged that out in less than 10 minutes. So I knew I could do it because I don't want to go into too much yapping about it beyond the fact that I just think it's really good. I really like the end of The Return of Bruce Wayne a lot. Again, I don't want to say anything because Ben intends to read it.
Yes.
So I'll be a good girl. But it's awesome. That's all you need to know.
Look forward when Sarah and I just set time aside to just talk about comic books specifically.
Okay, yay!
This is the quarantine zone. It's only Ben and Sarah, and Oates if she wants to attend, and Saturn if they feel like just kind of sitting there going, da-da-da, I don't know what anybody's saying.
I'm doing my best to. Here's the thing. I have developed a skill set over many hundreds of episodes of listening to We Hate Movies, which I don't really make time for anymore, but did for a few years, where I can just listen to people talk about a thing that they watched or read or whatever that I have absolutely zero context for, and find ways to be like, yeah, it's that I'm not internalizing this necessarily, but I'm enjoying the being here and like visualizing it in my mind.
You've developed the skill of not being that interested in reading and or watching it, but you can still engage the conversation.
Yeah, it's like I get to not retroactively. It's like I get to vicariously experience being someone who reads Batman.
Yeah,
which is not something I'm likely to ever be myself, but like it's nice to imagine what it would be like to be someone who reads Batman.
It has to be like just like being told like a tale around the campfire.
Yeah, this happened to my buddy Batman.
Yeah, this happened to my buddy Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, this guy I know, Bruce.
Bruce Wayne, by the way, would be the Pretender.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just Bruce Wayne, billionaire playboy Bruce Wayne.
That's so good. What else? Real fast. Since we have last done our last roundup, I have gone through 2.5 of the Arkham games. So.
Oh yeah.
I played all of Arkham Asylum. That game is good until it isn't, and when it's bad, it is. It's unironically might be some of the worst boss fights in a video game.
No, straight up.
Ever played, like embarrassingly bad, like so bad that when people tell me that like Arkham Asylum is a masterpiece, I'm like, are you sure? Are you sure?
That's just how starved we were in 7th gen. That everyone's like, yeah, Arkham Asylum, that's like a solid 9.5.
And it, like,
hey, what if we had one
type of boss fight?
And what if we had Batman's ultimate climactic battle with the Joker, and it was the same boss?
Oh my god, and it's so bad.
Just imagine, just him shooting all the Bane toxin or whatever, and then you just go, no, not again.
It's really amazing and it's crazy because like in terms of what Arkham Asylum is, which is a Metroidvania. That game is awesome. It is so, like, its tone is so good. Its atmosphere rocks. It's so, like that heightened reality that I've been talking about, like, on BlueSky and stuff, about, like, what these maps are doing, where, like, they're so... It's, like, the pinnacle of 7th generation, like, hyper-reality, where it's trying to look... It's not trying to look like a real place, but it's trying to evoke a real place. With like these crazy broad brushstrokes. And in Arkham Asylum, the moon is 20 times too big. Everything is like this sickly green. Just the atmosphere is just stunning. It's fantastic. And you're kind of having you're Batman maxing because you have to sneak around everywhere and yank guys up like into the darkness because a single bullet will blow your brain clean out the back of your skull, right? I learned that the hard way. Batman is in fact a regular guy and is very susceptible to 50 caliber rounds. You know,
it is the best. I think maybe not the best mechanical stealth I've ever done, but the best feeling stealth.
It is extremely smart stealth because it gives you a ton of tools and even lets you know where all of your enemies are at all times. And you still have to think so smartly about it because you are just like a regular dude and you can't get shot that often, right?
Right.
It's really fun. It's really smart. That game would be a genuine all-timer if it had any good boss fights at all, but it does not have a single. It has boss fights so bad that I'm like, I mean, it actually does bring it down like a pointer, like 2. Like they are so bad that I was dreading them. You know, if somebody's dreading any part of your video game, something has gone horribly wrong.
It's got the best, like, user interface hallucination.
They're really good.
Like, out of
really
7th gen.
Good. There's actually, I was reading I think the last Scarecrow hallucination, the one where you replay the beginning of the game, but you're playing as the Joker instead. That last Scarecrow hallucination has such an accurate, like the specific way your computer screen glitches when your graphics card dies, that it scared people in playtesting. Those specific kind of graphic artifacting where your graphics card is the thing that's going out was that it actually it made people playing the game and playtesting go like, oh shit. So it worked out really, really well.
And I know that, so they even did the thing where like it will detect what your controller style is because the fake tooltip that they give you needs to change depending on what your controller scheme is.
Right. It's so smart. I love it. There's a fake. I mean, that it's really well done. There's a fake death screen that takes you to a loading screen, and you literally think like, did I do something wrong? What did I do?
Yeah. Did I fail a quick time thing?
How did I fail a cutscene? But no, it's just the game fucking with you. It's great. I love all that stuff. They never do it again, and it's probably for the best because you can't, lightning never strikes twice. It'd be kind of cliche.
The problem with interface stuff like that, like you think of Eternal Darkness and stuff like that, is that, one, it's got a time limit as technology improves.
Correct.
Right? Like your TV doesn't have a video 1, video 2 input anymore.
Yeah.
Right? Like, so that wouldn't work. And also, if you use it too frequently, it like very quickly stops being effective.
Right. You can't overuse it.
Yeah.
Otherwise it starts. So like Scarecrow isn't even in Arkham City as far as I can recall. No, it's
not. It's only in this one and a little bit in Night.
In Night. And they're doing something totally different in Night that I think is interesting, but it's completely different.
Yeah.
So Arkham Asylum is good but flawed. And I'm going to skip City for a second. Arkham Knight is the prettiest video game I've ever played in my entire life. You actually, video games actually never needed to look better than this. There are so many times where I'm playing this game where I just kind of have to stop and look at it. Because, the world design is so good. It's so good. The map is incredible. I can't even... Because it's like doing Joel Schumacher Gotham, but good instead of bad. Instead of cheap and lame.
There was something that stuck with me forever since I played Night for the first time, which was, gliding around, Batmobiling around and whatnot, and going underneath a city or underneath a bridge and finding a little homeless encampment.
Yeah.
Of just sleeping bags and boxes and a couple backpacks. I'm like, holy shit, this is the most lived-in city I've ever seen in a video game.
Until we hit fucking Cyberpunk, which is literally years later. It is, I mean, it's just so... It is so beautifully designed. Like, the city itself is so distinct because it is, in comparison to modern open world maps, still pretty small. It's still pretty, like, digestible. It's only 3 little islands, but they're all extremely dense. So every island is very designed to be very distinct. So eventually you can start navigating it just by knowing the city, which is great. That's exactly what you're aiming for when you have a small, dense map like that. The actual art direction of the game itself is tremendous. It is so gorgeous. I wish the plot was a little less stupid. In that, I mean, they literally, I am 50% of the way through the game and nobody has gone, it's Jason Todd.
So, listen.
Yeah.
Arkham Knight is probably the worst plot of any of these 3 games. I'm going to tell you right now, Sarah, it doesn't get better.
I'm not surprised.
It stays about that stupid.
Yeah.
All the way through.
Yeah, no. It's so stupid.
It's got the kind of, I don't want to spoil the ending for you.
Please don't.
But I will say one thing out of the ending is that I walked away from that game going, well, that's just not going to work. Like
promising.
The way the game ends and what it tries to leave you on, you just go, wait, that's not going to work.
That's so funny. Okay, sure. All right.
And you'll know what I mean when you get there.
So funny.
Oh god, we're so close to that Steam sale coming back, and the very real risk that we'll all have to play that fuck ass friend swap Gotham game.
Well, and I'm not gonna make if it's like more than $15, I'm not gonna be like, hey,
there's no way they've sold Suicide Squad for like $2 already. That game's fucked.
If that game comes on Steam sale, it's $2. You're all fucked. I'm sorry.
I'm fucked.
You're fucked. You're gonna play a Batman game with me. Bad news.
Look, okay.
Uh-huh.
But if I do this, you have to play Warframe with me.
I will play Warframe with you. Once that referral program
Hey,
starts.
guess what's up?
Oh, is that started now?
Yeah, that has officially started as of this update.
Okay.
One of you has to let me refer you. Don't let Oates take both of you, please.
Oates is not taking both of them. It's both of us. It's fine. One of you gets me, one of you gets Ben. That's fine. That's how this friendship works.
Yeah.
I will play Warframe with you. It's a long way to Evercold. So
that's right.
And Warframe is free, so it's fine.
That's right.
I will also say, though, in its defense, Arkham Knight is one of the only games that I 100%ed because I didn't want to stop playing it.
It's a great video game to play. To physically play Arkham Knight is fantastic. Every minute of it just whips ass. Batmobile is cool. Flying around is cool. It's a really good-looking Batsuit.
It hits all of the highs of the previous Arkham games.
Yes. However, that being said, speaking of previous Arkham games, Arkham City is the best one, and it's not even close.
Arkham City's so fucking good, man.
Arkham City is the best one. It's crazy how good Arkham... Because, like, Arkham Asylum probably has the best, like, atmosphere and tone. And I love Arkham Knight's open world. But Arkham City has an extremely designed and beautiful open world. It has the tone thing going on. It probably has the most interesting of the 3 plots. I mean, none of these games are written that well, but what's going on in City is probably my most favorite of the 3 of them, so that works out. All of my little gameplay quibbles from Arkham Asylum are fixed in City. The open world is extremely navigable and very just like easy to memorize. After a little while, you don't even need the map, right? Mm-hmm. You know exactly where you're going because it's a very, very small open world in a way that I really enjoy. But one of my big problems with Arkham Knight right now is that because it's so focused on the open world, you don't have a lot of bespoke interior spaces that function as your stealth puzzle rooms, right?
Right.
And that is my favorite part of these games is actually the stealth rooms. Like the combat challenges are fun enough, but that's not my favorite part of the game. My favorite part of the game is trying to like clear a room with 12 guys with guns, and you've got to find a way to do this as smoothly and as quietly as possible. To me, that's the most interesting thing of these games. And Arkham City has that open world, but it also has a ton of interestingly designed bespoke interiors that lend themselves well. They give you a shit ton of toys. You start the game with all of the tools you had at the end of Arkham Asylum, which rocks.
God, I love when games do that. You know, the only other game I've seen that does it to that capacity is Banjo-Tooie.
That's so funny. And it rocks every time. Like, it's so good. And this game is just, it throws you in. It says, here is everything you need. Get going. It's like, cool. Fantastic.
Fucking love how the opening of Arkham City is you breaking your handcuffs on the Penguin's face.
Yeah, it owns. It rocks. It's so good. That game is just good. It's actually interesting plot-wise. It has a lot of incredible world design stuff. All of the, like, you know, I've talked on BlueSky about how fucking cursed it is to live in Gotham City. And sure enough... Sure enough.
You think about for a second how they were like, hey, we quarantined an eighth of our city to make a little like crime town.
And the funniest part to me is that, like, not only do we have Crime Town USA, literally, but it's built on top of, like, the fucked up ruins of old Gotham. So it's like, I think constantly of the bit in Brooklyn Nine-Nine where Jake is like, I've mapped every single crime in New York City in the last 24 hours, and all I have to say is, why does anyone live here? There is so much crime. That's what I think of. Is just why does
that one post just being
here?
like, yeah, so it's like, you know, it's on top of the ruins of old Gotham, and also a Native American burial ground, and also a portal to hell, and also a portal to the afterlife,
and
which is different.
And a partially open portal to hell, which is different. And there's this whole thread of this person listing all of the shit wrong with Gotham, and then I reply with, this doesn't even mention the Masonic cult of owl people. Like this.
Well, yeah. I mean, the thing is, you can only have a Masonic cult of owl people in a city where the water is polluted by no less than 9 different kinds of industrial chemical runoff that turn you into some sort of like mutant hulkster.
Yeah, you know, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Getting your vaccines in Gotham has to be like a fucking 3-day endeavor.
Yeah. Nobody should live there.
Nobody
should live in Gotham.
You know how people are like, how they're always like, oh, you know, New York pizza dough because of the water. Can you imagine Gotham pizza dough? It's green.
It's green. It's not for like Joker reasons. It's just green.
Sorry. You got to go to like the Wayne Tech funded like healthcare centers.
Yeah.
You have to check into a room. To get your vaccines because you're gonna be here a while.
You're gonna be
okay.
there for a while. You're gonna get a lot of shots. And when you come back from Gotham, like if for some godforsaken reason you have to visit Gotham and then go home to Metropolis, they put you in quarantine for like 5 days.
Sarah, I'm going to recommend a comic for you to read in conversation with this.
Okay.
Which is Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen.
Yeah, okay.
Because the premise of that comic is that Jimmy needs to go into witness protection, so he moves to Gotham.
I need to get out of the money. I'm thinking of moving to Syria.
Yeah. That owns.
It's by Matt Fraction, so you know it's good.
Oh, of course it's good. That's actually kind of the plot. I know they're making like a live action Jimmy Olsen's show, and the hook is it's Jimmy like interacting with a bunch of different supervillains and stuff as a reporter capacity.
Is it gonna be Jimmy from the reboot movie, or are they getting a different guy?
It's Jimmy from the new movie, which is great.
Good.
Thank God, I love that dude.
I love that
guy.
That Jimmy Olsen is spectacular.
He's in Righteous Gemstones, and he's fantastic in Righteous Gemstones too. So another reason.
I think frequently about shrimp toes.
Yeah. It's so good. But all of this is to say, and then also on top of everything, going back to Arkham City real quick, on top of everything it does all of the stuff I really like in Arkham Knight and all of the stuff I really like in Arkham Asylum. And it has good boss fights. Imagine that.
It has, you know what they did to make up for the shitty boss fights in Arkham Asylum is they fucking made the Mr. Freeze fight.
The Mr. Freeze fight is so good. It is such a simple idea, but it's so much fun. It's the most Batman shit imaginable.
Yeah.
Like, Saturn, have you played Arkham City? I know you played Asylum, right?
I did not actually play any of them.
Okay. So
I watched multiple friends play through the entirety of Asylum on multiple occasions, so I know that game pretty well.
Okay.
And I watched City and Night, I think, once each, but that was a very long time ago, so I don't remember them very well.
So the hook of the Mr. Freeze fight is that you are in like a police evident, like a police kind of CSI area. And the hook is, because Freeze is really smart and his suit is really smart, he adapts to everything you do. So you can get one sneak attack in him to do damage. And then after that, the rest of the hook of the fight is that you have to lure Freeze into different environmental traps, because otherwise, like, he tells you basically that won't work on me a second time, and it never does. And it's just really fun. It's a really cool, fun idea of kind of feeling like the most Batman possible, where you've got to, like, there's a lot of just thinking on your feet and looking at your surroundings and be like, okay, what can I use? What can I do? How does this work? And it's awesome. It's so good. It's so much fun. And every fight is actually really good. The Grundy fight is good. The Raish fight is really good. Like, they're all, like, decent to good. And, like, the Freeze fight is great. So I was just really... The improvement is phenomenal. And then they went back, and there are, like, no boss fights in Arkham Knight, because whatever.
Yeah, your boss fight is the Batmobile.
Your boss fight is trying to drive that fucking Batmobile.
Yeah, you get some arena battles with the Batmobile, and that's your boss fight.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Oops.
I think the Batmobile is kind of a curse, just in general, because ultimately, like, it's a cool, like, it's cool, you know, being like a Cape Crusader type of like power of hero and having your cool supercar. My fantasy of Batman doing things does not ever involve the car.
No, the car is a cool idea, and, like, the car is fun to play, and it has a tank mode and all of this fun stuff, and you can swap back and forth between those two modes really well. And so, like, there's interesting stuff in, like, with the tank. And the thing is that the car, there is no fast travel system in Arkham Knight, right? So you do have to drive or fly everywhere. But the problem is that flying everywhere is both easier and feels better. It's the
same thing with, like, the Insomniac games where it's like, why would you use the fast travel? You're Spider-Man.
Yeah. You don't need to.
Also making me think a bit of Saints Row 4, because that was the one where they introduced the superpowers, and it got to a point where it's like, why the fuck are you driving the car? You can fly.
Yeah,
and, like, the glide function, especially when you upgrade certain things, like, the glide function on the suit is a way easier and more enjoyable way to play that game. So, like, I like the Batmobile in Arkham Knight because it's fun, but I think it gets a little too much focus, and it takes away from the game.
I never felt like it was an active hindrance to the game, but, like, it was not the elevation that the rest of the game has.
It's kind of a lot of stuff in Arkham Knight feels like a side grade at best, not including, like, the graphics. That game is, like, interesting and good, but not... I think City is, like, such a complete package. It's so like perfectly constructed in a lot of ways. Like, there's really nothing in City that I can complain about, right? Like, there's stuff I can complain about in Asylum and Night, but City is just like, no, I like every part of it, honestly. Like, I think it's great. I think it's fun to use Hugo Strange as your bad guy for that game. That's great.
Yeah.
And all the stuff going on, like, all of the... It's very bold of Rocksteady to just make the homoerotic subtext between Batman and the Joker just text.
It's what you want.
That's what you want. It's great. Yeah, good game. I really like Arkham City. I'm going to finish Night probably in the next couple days, and I'll report back. But, yeah, I think that's everything in terms of like, so I don't yak everybody's ears off.
Yeah. Also, Arkham City gave us one of the best Panic at the Disco songs ever.
Which one?
Mercenary.
Oh.
That was made exclusively for...
That's really funny.
Because back in the day, kids, video games used to sometimes get soundtracks that were not in the game.
Yeah.
They were just songs that were inspired by the game.
Yeah, it's fine.
And it had a whole bunch of like a bunch of punk goth alt rock songs on it.
That's not surprising. But yeah, no, I think that's it. That's the majority of it. I mean, there was other like little things. Oh, we watched Cape Crusader. That show's not good. Sorry.
Oh,
sorry,
tragic.
Bruce Timm.
Yeah.
I don't think that like at first I'm like, this show's fine, and then I had to sit with it for a few days, and I actually don't think it's good.
I saw the stuff you were saying about the foibles of having a bunch of celebrity stunt casts for characters, and that really soured my interests in it.
Yeah. Because the idea that the Penguin is like a MILF who runs a cabaret, like on like a gambling boat in Gotham Harbor, is cool. Except you cast Minnie Driver, so you can only afford her for one episode. There's only one Catwoman episode because you cast fucking Christina Ricci as Selena Kyle. Like,
insane.
Yeah.
It's silly, and I mean tonally the show is just kind of boring. Is another thing I was saying on BlueSky, which is that like we want to make a Batman show where the setting is a Gotham that's kind of nebulously 40s to 50s, Art Deco with a focus on organized crime and a more grounded human Batman. That show already exists. You made it. You made it. Bruce Timm, you made that show. It's called Batman the Animated Series. Like,
did you forget? You put the character you invented in it. You put Harley Quinn in this show too.
And she's nowhere near as interesting. She's a lesbian, which is nice, but so is the other Harley Quinn.
Did you forget?
Did you forget that you already made this show? But like with none of the aura, with none of the atmosphere, Gotham just looks like Metropolis. Like it's so they're like one, the animation is terrible. It looks like a direct-to-DVD Disney sequel. And two, you've got these characters like looking out the window like, I don't think Gotham can be saved. And you look out the window and it looks like Main Street. It looks like Main Street, USA at fucking Disney World. Like, what are you talking
Just
about?
cutting to a shot of LA Noir.
Yeah, literally though, actually.
Yeah.
It's the most, like, that's the thing is it's the most blatantly, like, we really like LA Noir. We really like the Maltese Falcon and Double Indemnity and all that shit. And that's fine, but again, you already made that show because before they switch over to the new art style, all of OG Batman has those moody 1940s inspired title cards. Like, and this show doesn't even have that. Like, it doesn't even have the decency to have that. It just has like, I don't even think it shows the title of the episode. Actually,
that's fucked up.
So
what a waste.
What a waste. Huge waste. I don't like the voice actor for Batman. I think his name is Linklater. It's something Linklater. He's not good. I truly struggle. This show about Batman has very little Batman about it because they have a Barbara Gordon, and again, it's fucking Bruce Timm, so they're trying to sneak in Barbara Gordon and Bruce Wayne. I see you, Bruce Timm. So like Barbara Gordon is a defense attorney in like a kind of 1940s era Gotham, and she is kind of like your deuteragonist, but
and secretly she's the city's most feared serial killer.
Yeah, God, I wish that would at least give the show some kind of sauce. God, and it's just boring. It's just really boring is the thing. It is not interestingly animated. It is not moody or atmospheric at all. I'm gonna watch the second season just in the hopes that maybe it will do better. But unfortunately, when this show came out, for some inexplicable reason, it reviewed really well. I don't know why.
Because it's Bruce Timm doing Batman again.
It's Bruce Timm doing Batman again, but it turns out what you actually need is the combo of him and Paul Dini. you need the Paul Dini element, or it's not the same.
Yeah, I think I know we brought this up on the podcast before, but it's really the thing that makes it important is you have to understand Paul Dini is the one who wanted to bring Harley Quinn back in the first place.
Right.
Yeah.
That was his crusade. Bruce Timm did not originally want to bring her back.
Yeah.
And like you need that second voice there that also has good ideas to counterbalance you when you're sometimes not good ideas.
Yeah, and the problem is that it's like everybody, it's the George Lucas problem. Everybody is like, well, this guy made Batman the Animated Series, so we'll just defer to him. Well, Bruce Timm also has bad ideas. He likes Bruce Wayne and Barbara Gordon. Of course he has bad ideas. Like, I'm sorry. You shouldn't trust him exclusively. You need other people telling you how to make this show. And it's weird because the show has like 11 fucking executive producers. Right? Like, that's where all the budget is going, is that it's got all these fucking executive producers getting paid, and the show looks so boring and bad. Like, there are times when, like, the worst of Invincible looks better than the Cape Crusader.
Ooh, that's PNG Vincible.
Yeah. It's because at least Invincible has an art style that I kind of fuck with, even though, like, the animation itself can look really cheap and bad. At least it has kind of a unique art style. This just looks boring and uninteresting and uninspired and not like, it doesn't look like dark or moody at all. It's so weird.
So I haven't watched it at all, obviously, but like there's two nitpicks I have about it that like just piss me off to think about.
Sure.
One, Batman doesn't have purple gloves.
If you're gonna do that outfit, then get bold and do the purple gloves. They literally do the costume that has the purple gloves, but they're like, well, we gotta make the gloves black. No, you're doing that throwback fit. Put those purple gloves back on, motherfucker.
You're already going with the really pointy angled ears.
Yep.
Go all out and give him the purple gloves, okay?
It was the 40s. People were wearing purple gloves.
It's true.
It is. I think it is a good look if you're going to go for a retro, like 40s style thing. It works, okay?
Absolutely.
The other nitpick I have, this is the worst Two-Face design ever, and it's the wrong side.
That's the joke. Okay, I will say that is the point. And I wouldn't even say it's that interesting, but it is a stylistic choice that the fucked up side of his face is nice Harvey. It's like the Harvey we know and love, right? They're doing a thing there, where it's like the pretty Harvey is the one who's still angry and just wants to kill them all, right? But I'm gonna spoil
the Pippa.
Yeah, it's kind of yeah, exactly. But I'm gonna spoil the end of fucking season 1 of Cape Crusader for you. They kill him off.
Bullshit.
Like,
but like I don't like.
It's so bad. It's not. I don't like it. I'm sorry.
I think it's so important for Two-Face's design
to be good.
That and also he needs to have a different color skin. On the fucked up side, okay? It's actually like really important.
It's much more interesting that way.
Yeah.
Like, it's just... And it's a shame because Dietrich Bader, who plays Batman in Batman the Brave and the Bold, right?
Yeah.
Dietrich Bader, who's really good, by the way.
Yeah.
Dietrich Bader plays Harvey Dent in this show. And so, like, he's doing, like... Because, again, we're complaining about, I don't like the voice actor for Batman in this show. And Dietrich Bader normally does like a much, like if you've ever seen a clip of Batman Brave and the Bold, he's doing like a kind of corny, heightened like 1940s delivery for Batman in those shows. But he's still really good because Dietrich Bader is professional. He's in this show, he's playing Harvey Dent, and he's literally doing like nice guy, pretty boy with an angry side. And it's like, so you could have, but he's playing it very straight and he's playing it very like seriously without any of like the kind of hamminess that comes from like Brave and the Bold and stuff like that. And I'm just like, so you could have had Dietrich Bader playing Batman and you chose not to.
It feels a little like an insult to Dietrich Bader that you had a guy on your cast who has experience playing Batman.
Yes.
And you go, we don't want you for Batman.
Specifically has experience playing a campy pulp version of Batman.
Yes, and like the version of Batman that's in this show is meant to be very serious and very early in the career, so he has like zero emotional intelligence. So like there's like ideas in here that are kind of interesting, but they are not acted on in a way that is interesting. So he has like no emotional intelligence. He's very rude to Alfred. He calls him Pennyworth for most of the season. Right? And it's meant to be like a character growth thing. That's fine. I don't mind if Batman sucks. That's part of the appeal of that character, right? Is that he's kind of a dirtbag who gets better. Like he has a heart of gold, but he doesn't have the intelligence sometimes to act on that heart of gold. That's the interesting hook of that character. So like that's fine, but it's just so boring of a performance. I miss Kevin Conroy every day. Every day I miss Kevin Conroy. The thing is, nobody can do it like him. It's brutal.
I'm gonna be real with all the other casting they were doing. Like, I know that fool has been in animated shit before. You could have just got Robert Pattinson.
Yeah,
that would work.
Awesome. He'll do anything for money, and clearly you had enough of it lying around if you were doing all these fucking stunt casts.
You got fucking Minnie Driver. You couldn't not get Minnie Driver and just get Robert Pattinson. I don't know, man.
You could have just gotten Robert Pattinson to do Batman, and you would have paid out the ear. And then you could, since you couldn't have afforded all the other ones, you could have gotten real voice actors for everyone else.
Yeah,
wow,
exactly.
what an idea!
What an idea! I hate stunt casting. I hate stunt casting so much.
It's the worst.
I hate it.
There's like nothing that pisses me off more than seeing budget wasted towards people who can't voice act.
Who cannot voice act.
But they have a name that looks good on a poster.
Right. It's fucked up. I can't
stand
it.
The only stunt, like, it's weird because also, like, to bring Saturn experiences into it. Stunt casting basically did a lot of, like, contributed a lot of bad things very directly to Destiny, because that first game was made with Activision money, and they wanted to spend a bunch of money stunt casting every fucking character they could.
Absolutely.
And then, you know, when Bungie went independent, they couldn't afford those, but also, like, a lot of those casters in their things had, like, right of first refusal to the character or whatever, so you'd have things where, like, oh, this character hasn't showed up for 2 years because, they can't afford the actor who plays this character, but it's not like they've said no.
Right.
You know?
It's just that they can't get the money for them.
Yeah, and so now they have to write around this. Like, the only time it worked out for that game, and, like, I can't decry it completely, is that stunt casting is also what put Lance Reddick in that game, and I feel like Destiny owes so much to Lance Reddick, not only being in Destiny, but also enjoying Destiny enough that even when they're like, nah, man, we don't have that Hollywood actor money anymore, it's like, I don't care, I want to be in Destiny.
Well, in that case, I don't think at that point, when he's doing it for, like, normal pay instead of stunt casting pay, that's not stunt casting anymore. I think for, like,
that's true.
That's how we get around. When you're doing it for the love of the game, that's no longer stunt casting. You're just doing voice acting because you like doing voice acting, right? So I can't stand it. I'm sorry. I wish I liked the Cape Crusader more, but literally just go watch BTAS.
It just breaks my heart to know that it's bad, because that was like the thing where it's like, wow, a noir Batman that's actually set in the 40s. Like, I don't know, that's pretty cool. And it has all these like weird interpretations of these characters, and just being like, no, it's cheap stunt casted Amazon filler, basically. It's like, oh, all right,
and I'm gonna watch the second season because, like, I want to believe it can get better. Sometimes shows just have rough first seasons. We're all Star Trek fans here.
Yeah.
So, like, maybe it'll get better, but I feel like the problem is that show did review well, so there's not a lot of lessons learned, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we'll come back and the second season will look better. Like, the character designs are still nothing. Have you seen their fucking boring-ass Riddler design?
No.
It's so lame.
I think I've literally only really seen MILF Penguin.
MILF Penguin is really good.
And I think I've seen Harley Quinn as well.
She's fine. It's interesting.
And I like the take. I don't know that I'm, like, crazy about it compared to all the other Harley Quinns there are, but I like the take.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, that's really all I've seen.
It's perfectly fine. Here, I'm posting this in group chat so you can all see it. So
it's the designs for Cape Crusader really do remind me of New Adventures of Batman and Robin, or the New Batman Adventures redesigns, where it's like, yeah, they're okay, but then you look at BTAS and you're like, holy fuck. Yeah, what a downgrade.
It's a huge, I mean, at least the new Adventures is like interestingly animated and still has good stuff happening in the course of the episodes. So even though the designs are almost universally downgrades, except for Scarecrow, who is of course my goat, sweet fantasy baby, my favorite, my beloved horrifying 4th season of Batman the Animated Series, Scarecrow. Other than that, but I mean, like, even if the designs suck, at least the show looked good and it was still doing interesting things. Cape Crusader is doing none of those. That's it. I'm done. All right.
Okay.
Sorry. I was like, I got done talking about Batman quickly. And now it's been 50 minutes. Fuck. Oh, okay.
Saturn, do you want to go next?
Yeah, sure. Speaking of comic stuff, one of the only real things I can mention is that we finished our Dorohedoro.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I haven't looked, but I've been struck by the need to be like, man, I need to own Dorohedoro in print really badly, because that's like, it's like 20 volumes. It's not crazy long.
It's totally doable. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like for one of the anime we've seen, which is now through the end of season 2, that is basically half the runtime of the comic. Okay. We are halfway through Dorohedoro, functionally, nice. And like, presumably now that they're not fucking making Demon Slayer anymore, we might get a season 3 in less than 6 years.
Yeah.
We can only hope.
God, we can only hope. I would really like to read Dorohedoro. I like the manga. I like the anime a lot. Noi, my beloved. Shin and Noi, my fucking babies.
The presence of Shin and Noi is the thing that makes me go, yeah, no, I understand why Q is so, like, vocally in the text. Like, no, Kaiman and Nikaido are friends. Please don't read anything more into it. Here, have these other giant beefcake heterosexuals.
Yeah.
These are, you like these, right? Okay, good. Don't ask me for anything else.
I know you want beefcake heterosexuality, so here you go.
Take these two.
They're baked. Yeah, exactly.
Just don't worry about it.
But yeah, no, that show is good. I would like to. I need to make time to read the manga at some point soon. I know it's a pretty brisk read, like you said.
Yeah, it's like long, but also it is a lot of action scenes.
Yeah,
like it moves at a clip, and the writing is never like super complicated.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. So like I would like to read it because I really like Kyu Hayashida's art. I mean, like I think the show looks great, but there are so many like there's a lot of stuff in the show that's doing like 1-to-1 recreations of panels and stuff from the manga.
All that you could, and that's the problem.
That's the problem, exactly.
Where it's like, you know, a good a mid manga can be elevated by a anime adaptation. You know, like case in point with Mappa, like Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer is like basically a 6, but they gave it all the money in the world, and so that anime is like pretty decent for shonen slot, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. But then you run into the problem with like, you'll get like a Chainsaw Man, where it's aside from like controversial directorial choice, it's also like Chainsaw Man is like a perfect manga. Like Fujimoto has like a perfect understanding of the medium and how to use the medium, and you simply like in remaking it for anime, unless you are doing new and inventive things, you're just going to make a worse version of that comic.
Right.
Dungeon Meshi, like the anime looks great, but there's also lots of great like important details from the original panels that they just don't end up recreating in the anime for time or whatever other reason, and it's unfortunate because then it ends up with a thing where like, no, the manga is still the better told version of the story.
Right. For
Dorohedoro, the anime is a really good version of that story and is probably a little better paced than the manga, just in terms of like condensing it to an actual action show. Mm-hmm. It is simply not possible in any way to replicate Kyu Hayashida's artwork and animation.
Absolutely.
No, it's not. You have to reinterpret that.
Yeah, and I mean they do the best they can. Like the using like CG models is actually pretty smart, so you don't have to like maintain that level of detail. And like the CG in Dorohedoro, the anime, looks great. Like it genuinely looks awesome. Yeah. There are certain times where it doesn't look like CG. You know what I mean?
Well, it's one of the things I noticed, like watching these all back to back again, or watching the first season and the second season back to back, is I noticed like a thing they started doing in the second season that they didn't do at all in the first, is that you'll actually have scenes where they draw over the CG like traditional style, so they can do like more evocative and unique facial animations and things like that. And it's like they weren't doing that in the first season at all.
No, not at all. And it looks so good in the second season. It's like a huge upgrade, and it's still just like, no, I would like to read the manga though. I would like to read the manga and like really appreciate Kyu Hayashida's extremely beautiful art, right?
Besides that,
Horses.
A Warframe update came out today.
Oh yeah.
That's been fun. People have been very getting into it on the Discord, which is not something I ever anticipated would happen. I was kind of just expecting it would be a game that me, Otzi, and Sev played very quietly on occasion. And then all of a sudden, like 3 new people started playing in the course of the last like month and change. And now it's like
the busiest like room on that server.
Yeah, because we're none of us want to play FF14 because Evercold's still not out yet.
Yeah.
So we're doing other stuff instead.
Yeah.
Well, that referral program is up, so I guess I'm starting sooner than later.
Yay! That's really been it for me. I don't know. Anything else I need to talk about would be in the context of news. So.
Yeah. So, Sarah, you were disappointed by Cape Crusader, which is a noir take on your favorite superhero.
That's correct.
You know what's a really good noir take on my favorite superhero?
Is it Spider Noir?
It's fucking Spider Noir. So fucking good. Holy shit, man.
Brutal. Yeah.
God, I've been so excited to talk about how good Spider Noir is.
At least Ben, long-suffering Spider-Man fan that he is finally winning in some capacity.
Do you want to watch Nick Cage be a weird little guy for 8 episodes?
You know I do.
You
Bestie.
absolutely want to watch Nick Cage be a weird little guy for 8 episodes.
Yeah.
You know, speaking of actors who would do anything for money and probably would have done Batman Noir for like cheap, you should have got Nick Cage to do it. I don't know.
That would be cool.
I know he was literally just in Spider Noir that Ben's talking about. I feel like Nick Cage could do Batman.
Yeah.
He already did Superman. He might as well do Batman.
Yeah, he's done Superman.
I didn't know that actually.
Well, it wasn't a movie that never got made.
Yeah, he was. It was finally made real in the fucking Flash movie.
That bad Flash movie.
Yeah. But like the whole joke is that there are 3 people in the world who have played both Peter Parker and Clark Kent, and it's Jack Quaid, Nick Cage, and Yuri Lowenthal.
One of these is not like the others.
But no, Spider Noir is fantastic. Watch it in black and white, watch it in color, doesn't matter. Both are absolutely gorgeous. I alternated. I watched.
Oh, that's fun.
I watched odd episodes in black and white and even episodes in color. And God, just immaculate visuals.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Well, it's because they filmed the thing to also look good in black and white.
Yeah.
And you know what you have to do when you want your show to look good in black and white? It actually has to have lighting. Imagine that.
It's got amazing lighting. There's fog effects. There's smoke. You know, everyone is smoking. So you've got trails of cigarette smoke. God, it's just incredible, man. Everyone does a fantastic job. You've got Nick Cage acting like a spider whenever he's like out of his mind. Like he gets injured and like he's hallucinating, so he's laying in bed and like he curls his limbs up. Like he tucks his limbs in on his back, like when you kill a spider and their limbs just curl up. God, it's incredible,
Fantastic.
man. Oh, I love it. Like it introduces like a bunch of characters that no one has ever cared about in Spider-Man lore, and you're like, I gotta fucking read these comics. What do you mean these guys are this cool? Like, no one gives a shit about Silvermane.
Right.
But you've got Brendan Gleeson playing him as this crotchety old Irish bastard, and you're just hooked.
Sure.
God, it's so good. They had to, so you might be aware that like in story, he's just called the Spider, and he's Ben Reilly.
Okay.
they did that because one of the mandates of, whenever someone gets a hold of this character, here's what you can and can't do with them. Peter Parker cannot drink, smoke, or kill people. Okay, which would be really hard to do in a gritty 1930s noir story.
Sure, yeah, no.
So they're like, well, fortunately, Peter Parker has a built-in alias that we can just call him.
Right, absolutely.
And they kind of hint that, like, after World War I, Ben changed his name to Ben Reilly to kind of, like, get away from his old life.
Sure. Okay, that's
But, like, no one ever refers to him as Peter throughout the entire thing.
Okay. I mean, that's,
Yeah.
You got to get around it somehow. I think those mandates are very silly, but whatever.
Yeah.
Hey, if you got to find a way to get around it, that's not a bad way to get around it. Ben Reilly that's a known entity.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's not making up a name or trying to act like it's not Peter Palmer or something like that.
And you're not dancing around it or anything like that.
Yeah.
Or listening to bullshit studio mandates, right?
Right.
Like, it's fine. That's fine. It works.
It's great. Nick Cage is in his 60s and he plays Ben like he's in his 60s.
Sure.
The guy swings like a sack of flour.
Like any good Noir detective.
Like,
yeah,
but because he's got that big bulky trench coat, so he's not going to be doing the acrobatic flips and the, spins and, ducks that like Peter Parker normally would do. He's just like a fucking wrecking ball in the air.
Sure.
Swinging across.
Great.
He lands and he clutches his back. He's always hurting his back.
Yeah.
Because he's
always 60.
Yeah, he's always drinking and smoking, and
Sure,
he goes through
great.
half the series with a hangover.
Fantastic.
Fucking rules. Highly recommend you watch it.
Okay.
Just absolutely phenomenal noir story. And then I went to a comics shop and picked up a bunch of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I finally have the first 3 volumes of the Tom DeFalco Spider-Girl run.
Okay.
The late 90s to early 2000s MC2 run, where they had a small universe where they flash forwarded the Marvel universe like 15, 20 years or so, and where everyone is at now. It's like there's other lines with there's like an Avengers line in this universe and like an X-Men line too, which didn't really get as popular, but Spider-Girl is the big one.
Right.
Started off as a what if the MJ's miscarriage had not been a miscarriage, and then it just evolved into its own very long running series. Like Spider-Girl ran for a very long time.
Okay. I need to get one of those.
It does a really cool thing where the narration is done in the second person.
Oh.
So like with yous?
Yeah.
Use?
Yeah.
Huh.
It's like that's like her thing is that like all of the narration, like all of like the inner monologue, all the thoughts are done with yous. Instead of like, just like and then Mayday Parker went here.
AO3 fanfic girly. I understand.
Yeah. I mean, she's a teenage, she's a high schooler.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Who plays basketball and has all her dorky friends, so absolutely.
Yeah.
It's the Spider-Girl Complete Collection, so it's just got all of the, annuals and everything in order as well. Like it's omnibus before they started calling them omnibuses.
Yeah.
So it's got the initial what if as an issue 0. Mm-hmm. And it has the funny, I forgot and I got punched in the face. So the what if is just a one-shot story about Mayday dealing with the grandson of Norman Osborn taking revenge against Peter in his older age. I forgot what Normie looked like in that
and his
issue.
Name is Normie?
Yeah, his grandson Normie Osborn, Harry's son Normie.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. that poor child.
Brutal. Yeah.
This is what he looked like.
What the fuck?
But he still has the wave.
He's got the waves, but they're dreadlocks now.
That's right. He's Osborne, baby. Jesus Christ.
White boy dreadlocks.
Oh my god. Holy shit.
And like in base 6...
Comics in the 2000s are so fucking cursed.
And like
this is who Hisoka killed to get into the spiders.
Yeah.
Like base 616 Normie, like he's just like this fucking shit kid toddler, you know, whatever.
Yeah,
like
course.
his dad is Harry Osborn and his grandpa's Norman Osborn. Like he's always gonna be messed up.
Right.
But like you just turn the page and you see this.
It's like getting punched in the mouth.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Holy
Oh my
shit.
god, it's so good. Oh man. It's like the whole MC2 thing with Spider-Girl, beyond that is just an incredible read. Like it's 100 fucking issues long, and it goes into like this whole thing of like inheriting this legacy, how people have evolved over time. Like in the Peter goes to check get help from the Avengers, and he walks into Avengers Manor, and it's just full of kids.
Right.
And he's like, oh my god, I'm so old. I can't ask a bunch of teenagers to help me with this. Oh god.
Oh man, that rules. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. Like it's it's cool when characters like get to exist for this long. Like it really, and it's kind of funny because like Spider-Girl came out in 1998 and it ran until 2006. Yeah. It was pretty concurrent with Ultimate Spider-Man.
That's really funny, yeah.
Like there was a good chunk of time where both of them were running side by side as just these like teenagers in a more advanced world, like trying to find their place.
Yeah.
And then I also picked up the Todd McFarlane Spider-Man run.
Okay. Which
is a book that I really highly recommend that you look at.
But not read.
Boy, Todd McFarlane's really good at drawing Spider-Man.
Yeah, I understand immediately.
I appreciate the earnesty in which Todd McFarlane writes his thrilling narrative.
Yeah.
He took
it's the equivalent of when you go see a band and famously the thing that Tim Rogers said, and you tell them you look like you were having fun up there.
Yeah.
Right? It's that. It's like the comics version of that.
The run is a lot of Craven's Last... He reheated the nachos of Craven's Last Hunt.
Yeah,
but he at least put some like red pepper flakes and paprika on them before he reheated them.
Yeah.
So there's a bit of flavor in there.
But not enough.
But it's still...
But the texture's all wrong.
Yeah. It's still kind of more or less the same thing.
Yeah.
Like... I love the way Todd McFarlane draws Spider. Like earnestly, like it's one of my top favorite. Like it feels like such
it's like the huge eyes and
the gigantic eyes and the tons of lines.
Yeah, no, it's super good. Yeah, I love how Todd McFarlane draws Spider-Man. Like it feels
good. It feels really like pretentious.
Yeah.
To have a favorite design of Spider-Man. Who is a guy that's had the same suit for 60 years. But like when you read as much as I have, like you can
absolutely. There's a difference in artists.
You can pick up like what artists emphasize, what like how they design certain aspects of it. Where they how far they put the gloves up his forearms, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I love the big eyes. I love all the hundreds of lines on it. It looks good. He does a really good job. I love Bagley Spider-Man, the Ultimate Spider-Man original artist, because the same thing, gigantic eyes.
Yeah, it's fun.
Like really like lithe build, lanky arms, all that kind of thing. It looks really good. So great to look at, but as far as the quality of storytelling,
listen. It can't all be Grant Morrison, you know what I mean?
No. Yeah, no.
Oh, yeah.
Would that they could.
Would that they could.
But there's so much else on my list that I just need to track down as well.
Sure.
I also picked up some more Lower Decks comics. Lower Decks comics are great. Ryan North did the first volume and kills it just like he kills everything he writes.
Sure.
But I also picked up the Colin Kelly and Jackson Lanzig Star Trek. It's just Star Trek.
Cool. That's the IDW stuff, right?
Yeah, IDW stuff. It's same with Lower Decks is IDW.
Okay, makes sense.
And it is a story of this is a story of Benjamin Sisko putting together a team to investigate a big cosmic mystery.
Sure.
And
fun.
The team is Data, Crusher, Tom Paris, Worf, and Scotty.
Fantastic.
And then I got to volume 2 and Lieutenant Shax shows up.
Yes! Our boy!
Grandpa's here!
Grandpa's here to try and wrestle all your problems.
And it really, it made me like think for a while, because like you get to this thing where it's like, what really sells how good Lower Decks is that this is a very like grounded, like not grounded, but like it's very serious and stern.
Sure.
It's a DS9 story. Like it's going to be very
it's written like Deep Space Nine. It's not written like Lower Decks, right?
Right. Like it's going to have multitudes and shades of black and like conflict between characters and like gripping with morality, because it's in the wake of DS9 and a lot of horrible things happen in DS9.
Right.
So like you have to come to terms with that, and like it really is a testament to how well Lower Decks treats its characters despite being a wacky sitcom comedy series, that Shax can act the exact same in both series and it works.
And he just fits in. Yeah, absolutely.
Because like he is a veteran of the Cardassian invasion.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Like he's got a lot of PTSD from the occupation.
Yeah.
And a lot of pent-up rage against Cardassians, and that is able to manifest in this storyline in a way that like fits and works, because the one thing I like about Lower Decks is that it treats Shax as this big hulking kind of dumbass bruiser kind of guy, but it never belittles his role in the occupation.
Right. It plays his relationship with Kira, like as friends and people who were in the the insurgency together.
Yeah.
Like completely seriously at all times. It's really good. Like they have their dumb little joke, like their dumb little in jokes, but like it's treated like, no, that's part of Shax's backstory. Shax is a guy who fought, against the Cardassian occupation of Bajor, and he's got all the baggage that comes with that. And so you can absolutely translate that kind of goofier type of character to a more grounded, like Deep Space Nine sort of story, and it just works fine, honestly. Yeah. Like
one of the things that stuck about Lower Decks watching it all in order is that like Lower Decks made fun of Shax's trauma for being involved in Star Trek bullshit.
Right.
And then later on has an episode where he actually really comes to terms with a lot of the horrible things he did during the occupation.
Right.
And like how to properly channel that rage and that like trauma that he faced.
Sure. It takes like there's a reason Lower Decks is like a legitimate Star Trek, and it's really good. Is because like it's goofy and funny, but it's never making fun. It doesn't make fun of you for taking this shit seriously.
Yeah.
It's the Venture Brothers thing, right? Like you're not an idiot for liking this stuff and taking it seriously, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, this is all goofy, funny, comic book horse shit for sure. But like, you're not wrong for loving it.
Yeah.
It's fine.
You are rewarded for getting invested in this story.
Yeah, it's great.
But still, highly recommend just IDW Star Trek, the Colin Kelly and Jackson Lanzig stories. Very good. I'm excited to read more about it.
Cool.
Also been watching Batman Beyond.
Yeah.
Fucking love Batman Beyond. I forgot how good it is.
The thing is, local Spider-Man fan needs a good Spider-Man cartoon.
Loves Batman Beyond. Shocking.
It's like, I want to watch a good Spider-Man cartoon. I know this is going to sound weird. But
Batman
have you
Beyond.
considered watching Batman Beyond?
That's how you convert people into prospective DC fans.
That's correct. Yeah, absolutely.
I joked about it for a while. Like, yeah, he's got a lot of similarities to Spider-Man.
You had no idea.
I forgot. Like, he has a fucking. I forgot he has a Kraven.
He literally has a Kraven. He has a Kraven. He has a Sandman in the form of ink, right? So what if Sandman was like a MILF baddie assassin instead, which is
maybe I didn't even watch Batman Beyond.
That's what I'm saying. Shit. So it's just a straight upgrade.
Yeah.
He literally has a Norman Osborn. He has an Uncle Ben. It's almost 1-to-1. It borders on plagiarism, but they change enough that it's fine.
Yeah.
But like, it's just Spider-Man.
His list of
I'm just thinking about that real quick. Just thinking about that meme image, but it's like, hey Doc, this isn't gonna make me shoot Spider-Man's cum out of my dick.
Yeah.
That is actually the literal plot of that episode that is the hook of that episode of Justice League Unlimited. Yeah. Actually. That's 100%,
so funny.
100% what happened.
I forgot he has a Flash Thompson.
Yeah,
and his name is Nelson Nash. They didn't even try. They didn't even try a little bit.
No.
He's got like Bobby and Chelsea, like Blade and Chelsea, like Dana's friends, are just fucking Liz Allen and Gwen Stacy.
Down to the fact that one of them is like a platinum blonde. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's not subtle. It's really funny because and I love it. The thing is, I
love it. No, it's great.
I love Batman Beyond. It's so good. I keep getting served these fucking videos on YouTube Shorts that are from a making of Batman Beyond video that I need to find because I love it.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things is that so famously, Batman the Animated Series and then the new Batman Adventures or whatever the hell that fucking thing is called, got canned by WB because they go to Bruce Timm and Paul Dini and they say, we want a Batman show that's about a teenage Batman. And they go, what the fuck do you mean a teenage Batman? The whole point is that he's like a grown-ass man. That's like his thing.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, we're canceling Batman, so you got to do something. And they said, okay, fine. We're going to make this weird, dark, cyberpunk Spider-Man story. And it works crazy good, basically constantly.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Now, I will say, I think it is a failure of the imagination to go well, Batman has to be a grown-up. Because the thing is, I think what is more believable than a 30-year-old man with lots of money deciding to become a superhero is a 16-year-old with lots of money deciding to become a superhero.
So I've thought, because I think everyone has seen those, either they're fake or whatever, but those mock-ups of a Gotham High designs. And I think you could get away with doing a kind of
that's kind of that show Gotham.
But what you would do, you would have to do a Recess or Hey Arnold or Fillmore type thing.
No,
where
okay, sorry, continue.
It's kid Bruce Wayne going around his high school, solving high school crimes with all of the seriousness and aggression that regular Batman would go treating actual crimes against Gotham.
Sure.
See, I was going to suggest something very different than that, which is that Batman being a teenager is literally the only change.
I see.
And that he is still squaring up against old man Penguin and old man Mr. Freeze.
Grown-ass men, for sure. No, but I mean,
I guess you can make Selena Kyle younger enough that it's not weird, but that's it.
That's it, yeah, for sure. But no, I mean, they had already kind of established their shit. They knew what they wanted to make, and they're like, no, we need you to cancel that. And they're like, okay, well, we'll make Batman Beyond instead. And it's crazy.
And it rules.
Yeah.
It's really good.
DC cartoons in the era pouring one out for Teen Titans.
Yeah, Teen Titans is good too.
Yeah, it is good. It's just it's good in a different way, but it's still good.
It's good in a different way. And then but then Batman Beyond also gets canceled. I'll tell you, that show ends really abruptly. Batman Beyond just kind of ends, and you're like, oh, okay.
I saw the total number of episodes of Batman Beyond, and I was like, no, that can't be right. There were more than that, right?
No. It's really sad. You only ever get it with Batman the Animated Series, which has like a shit zillion fucking episodes.
Everything else barely lasted,
3, 4. I mean, like, it's still more than what modern cartoons get.
The fact that Batman got 3 series, and Superman gets 3 seasons.
Yeah, it's it's fine. It's fine.
Which actually, looking at the total episode, well, no, actually, no, never mind. I'm totally wrong. Yeah. BTAS has 65 episodes. Excuse me, 65 episodes.
Yeah.
So never mind. I was wrong. I was like, wait a minute.
No, they're not comparable at all.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Batman has like 128 episodes total.
The combined length of Justice League comes in at like 75 episodes. So like a decent run, but still not enough. Mm-hmm. And like Batman Beyond is like what, like 54 episodes?
Yeah.
Like it's not enough. It's not enough.
It's not enough.
Especially when you look up how many fucking episodes Gargoyles got, and that show got really bad at the end. But hold on. Number of Batman Beyond episodes. I want to know.
It's like 50, like lower 50s. I want to say
it's low. 52. Brutal.
Okay. Not enough.
I'm just hearing 52 episodes of a cartoon show.
I know, and in 2026, right? It's still luxurious, isn't it? Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
I mean, granted, these are also not shows that are being produced at the animation standard of like most things.
Yeah.
But still,
Yeah, I mean, Batman Beyond is still, until they do the switch to digital, is a gorgeous show, and then it becomes gorgeous again. But boy,
so like I hit the point where they switched to digital, and the first couple episodes are rough, but I think that like once they actually kind of get a hold of the technology, like I do really like the color palette. Like you get a lot of like these really bright like purples and blues that like really sell this being like a neo Gotham.
Well, I will say one of the smart things they do very quickly, I think, because they realized that digitally animated backgrounds, they were just not there yet. They switched to painted backgrounds under digital animation.
I did notice that, like, you can see brush strokes again.
They very quickly switched back to painted backgrounds because they were like, nope, this looks like shit. Absolutely not. Yeah. And they don't go back. They don't do digital backgrounds until the last season. No, until Justice League Unlimited, because all of Justice League has painted backgrounds.
Yeah.
So that show also, and by the time Justice League Unlimited rolls around, they've got a better grasp of the animation techniques. So that show also looks really good, right? Yeah. So there's only a little brief window where Batman Beyond looks really bad, and then they switch back to painted backgrounds, and that saves that show a lot. But it's still not the same.
It's definitely loses a bit. And it's just different, and it's
just different.
It has like a fumbling early on, but then it kind of, and it doesn't. You don't get that like grit anymore. But like, no. I think if Batman Beyond, had been shifted to like after Static Shock, maybe, and it was all digital, then you could be like, oh yeah, well this is the Batman of the future. Of course, it's all digital, Right. But like,
you have that first season where like. You get like these like very beautifully painted episodes with just like very like unique and varied color palettes and stuff, and it looks awesome. And the switch is just very hard to what's the word? To come to terms with.
Yeah.
So, it's fine.
That
show's still good.
It also doesn't help that like the episode they shift from.
Which episode is that?
That is Is it
the one where Is it the one where they think that Terry killed Mads Dan?
Yeah, Eyewitness is the first one.
Okay. That's a good episode.
It's a good episode.
Yeah, that sucks because the premise of that episode is really good and fun, but you're just kind of constantly being distracted by the way it looks.
Very very funny. That end of an era, end of complete hand drawn DCAU is Terry's friend dates a robot. Which is one of the best Spider-Man episodes of Batman Beyond. This is some shit that happened.
This is some shit that happened to my friend Peter Parker.
Yeah,
absolutely.
This is some real shit that Peter Parker would have had to deal with.
Can you steal this plot line for the TV show with Jimmy Olsen?
Oh, 100%.
100%.
Can Jimmy Olsen accidentally date a robot?
I think he has. He's probably
has.
intentionally dated several robots.
Yeah. Jimmy Olsen has willfully dated multiple robots, almost certainly. It's funny that the plot of Terry's friend dates a robot is functionally kind of the plot of recent horror movie Obsession, which is I want a robot girlfriend who will love me no matter what. And then that love is a little too intense. Granted, Obsession is about a different thing. Don't worry about it. I know what Obsession is about. It's a great movie. But it's just funny that that's like the same basic premise, right? Yeah. So, it's good. That's a great episode too.
I just before I move on to my final thing I talked about, because we got to get to the news at some point.
I know we're never going to be here forever. I'm so sorry. I thought we could be fast, but I can't.
I love that no one in this episode actually makes fun of Howard for dating a robot.
Well, yeah,
because it's the future.
Yeah, of course.
Like they actually think it kind of makes him cool.
The thing is, like, okay, Howard's dating a robot. That's fine. It's just that Howard's robot girlfriend is really intense and kind of scary.
Then keep talking. I'm
nodding. Yeah, Saturn's like, that's right. That's fine. For sure.
She's a Bruce Timm baddie, so
Like what? Do you want a robot girlfriend who doesn't scare you?
Who's normal? That's the most
boring. Are you some kind of pussy? Grow up.
Well, yeah, Howard is in fact some kind of pussy because he's like,
I see.
He's like, oh, she loves me no matter what. That's kind of intense and scary. I don't like it. And then he hits his murderous robot girlfriend with, we can still be friends.
And then you get the best fucking face palm from Terry where he's like, oh.
Like, see, that's the problem is that when you get a robot girlfriend, that is a lifetime commitment.
Yeah.
You have to they make you put something in, they make you like sign paperwork that she has somewhere to go if you die.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like an African Gray.
And to be clear, if you die, it is because she will have killed you on accident doing whatever it is you do with your robot girlfriend.
Yeah, absolutely.
I want to say that Batman Beyond, especially, has these great moments where every so often they use it sparingly, they use it wisely, but every so often a character will do an expression that I can only describe as Freakazoid-esque.
That's correct.
Where just the eyes just get really big.
Yeah, it's really good.
And
that's what I'm saying though. But I'm always joking that like Terry is like, this Batman shit's easy for real.
Yeah.
It's because Terry's just having a good time being Batman. Right?
Terry's having fun.
He's having fun. Sorry Bruce was so miserable the whole time and kept ruining his own life by fucking his best friend's girlfriend. But
I will say, if you want the version of that for a different property where it's like, actually this shit's super easy because I'm having fun and also have friends at all, that is what Double Zeta is.
Hell yeah!
Good to know.
After two Gundam series of having a kind of loner, mentally ill, like 15-year-old boy get groomed by war powers into becoming an inhuman killing machine.
For sure.
Double Zeta is basically like, okay, but what if that 15-year-old boy had friends? And the answer is that he is immune to brainwashing.
That rocks.
It's so funny how like just adding to this idea of like Terry being like, this Batman shit's easy, is that like his biggest struggle for the longest time was like, oh man, Dana's mad at me because I had to skip out on a date again. If only there was some way I could, like, you know, keep her calm while I'm doing my Batman stuff. And then Max is like, don't worry, buddy. I'm here to make excuses for you.
Yeah, because Terry is one of the girlies. All of his friends are girls.
It's
and like
so funny.
And like Howard, who is a loser. But like all of Terry McGinnis's friends are hot women. It's just like, but he's
because Terry McGinnis is a hot woman.
Yeah, because Terry McGinnis is spiritually a hot woman. Exactly.
It's just so funny how it's like Dana and all her friends, and then Terry's also there.
And Terry's also there, and he's just having a great time.
Yeah, he's just chatting with them.
Nobody, like, there's no cliche like Dana is jealous that her friends are friends with her boyfriend. Mm-hmm. She's just like, of course my friends are friends with my boyfriend. This is fine. Yeah. It owns.
Like, she never...
there isn't even like a real... Like, there's like 3 episodes where he kind of... Him and Dana are like slightly on the rocks, and he goes and, like, you know, screws around with Melanie. And Melanie is great, by the way. 10 rules.
Yeah.
But it's so short-lived. It does not count even remotely as a love triangle, right? Yeah. It's so good. Terry McGinnis got this shit figured out. It rules.
Like, Dana isn't... There's maybe there's one later, but like Dana doesn't even have an episode where she's like jealous because like Terry and Max are like
have like
this private conversations between themselves all the time.
No, it rules. It's so good.
Like she's like, well, yeah, Terry's one of the girls. Like, what, he would never why would I be worried about him hanging out with a girl? He does that all the time.
Yeah, Terry has nothing but girlfriends, like platonically. It owns. Like I said, this Batman shit's easy for real when you're just like a cool 16-year-old. And I guess grew up for most of your life with both of your parents.
Yeah.
So maybe that's part of it. I don't know. Fuck.
God, okay. So last thing I did is I started and finished Mina the Hollower.
Oh,
that game,
I ended up liking that.
That game fucking owns.
Okay,
holy
good,
shit!
I know you didn't like it when it first came out.
So like, and you know what? That was on me.
Okay.
That was totally on me. Like, the whole thing, the biggest problem I had with that was that, like, I felt like the dodging sucked because you have to, like, the whole thing is that she's a hollower, which, like the whole gimmick is you burrow underground to, like, you know, go underneath obstacles or to dodge enemies or to get out of, like, you move faster while burrowing, so it's like your way of getting out of danger.
Right.
Type thing. But, like, you have to jump and then go underground. So there's, like, a second where you're in the air where you're still vulnerable. Mm-hmm. And I was like, well, this would be better, like, if you had some kind of, like, invincibility in the air or whatnot. But that's not the problem. The problem is I was getting too aggressive. And this is a Dark Souls.
It's not a Bloodborne.
You were greedy.
Yeah, mm-hmm. So, like, I was just getting hit by stuff where it's like, no, back up, get in when you can, and then physically get out of the way. Like, physically pull yourself back until you can strike again.
Okay.
And once I started figuring that out, I was like, oh, okay. I get what you want me to do now, game.
Right, yeah. You're learning to meet the game on its terms.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay.
And I also figured out that, like, the whole thing is that, like, there's, like, 100 difficulty toggles, right? Mm-hmm. Like, things you can turn on and off about the game, right?
Right.
Like, you can, like, normally you can only burrow for, like, 2 seconds and then Mina pops back up automatically.
Right.
You can turn it on so that you're all what you can burrow as long as you want, you know? Mm-hmm. So there's certain things, like, some of them, like, the only thing they do is that most of them will deactivate the in-game achievements, but the in-game achievements do nothing. Sure, they don't unlock anything. They don't, you know, it's just keeping track of your progress, accomplishing some goals. They don't unlock new abilities or custom color palettes or anything like that. It's just, they're just there to track your progress if you care about bragging rights. But they have so many of them that it's not so much like making the game easier. It's about tailoring to what you feel like you should be punished for.
Yeah.
Like, I was really bad at the platforming. Mm-hmm. And I fell off into a lot of holes a lot of the time. And they would always take a little chunk of health off. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I don't like this. I am still, when I fall off, I'm still getting knocked back to the beginning of, like, the obstacle course I'm trying to navigate.
Absolutely.
So, like,
why am I also being punished by taking damage?
Yeah, so I turned that one off. I'm like, don't take damage when you fall down a pit. And it was still challenging. I still had to, like, physically accomplish the goal. But now I'm like, okay, now I'm not going to snap my Switch 2 controller in half because I keep dying and having to go back from last save point to try again.
Right.
So like little things like that, you can just like toggle on and off and like make it easier. And there's only 2 bosses where I'm like, fuck this, I'm turning invincibility on. I got to go to bed.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, I don't want to deal with this guy anymore.
Famous Noah Caldwell-Gervais line. Cool, man. I'm 35.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, I'm tired and I will not want to do this in the morning. I'm just going to turn on invincibility and kick your ass and then turn it off.
Right.
But no, beyond that, fucking Yacht Club Games can do whatever the fuck they want.
And it sold well, so they will continue to do whatever.
Yeah, as I say, luckily the game exceeded their modest expectations.
Yes.
So they are not in imminent risk of complete financial collapse.
Yeah. If you like Link's Awakening, if you like Dark Souls, if you like just Game Boy games, fucking Mina the Hollower is amazing. Like, it's frustrating and you're gonna get mad at it, but it's gonna feel so good when you finally finish it.
Understandable.
It's also dark.
Sure.
It's got some dark humor in there that I did not expect.
They're doing writing. Yeah.
There's a bit where like one of the areas is like your standard like Halloween autumn, over the garden wall themed area where it's like farmlands that are in the middle of harvest season, so people are out, pulling, stalks of corn and pumpkins and whatnot.
Right.
And there's leaf piles all over. And you hop off a ledge and you land in a leaf pile, and the leaf pile disintegrates, right? Mm-hmm. I get a secret. I find like a secret chest, and I open that. I leap off of a platform and fall on a pile of leaves, and I walk away, and 2 of the leaves start talking, and because Mina landed on one of them and crushed them. And you get to watch as one of these leaves slowly dies from their injuries that Mina unintentionally caused, and the other one is like cursing you out.
That's so funny though.
And I'm
sorry.
And I'm waiting for like the Undertale twist where they're like fine.
Right.
No, I'm waiting for the Undertale twist where your grave sin was that there was actually a way to leave that scenario without jumping on the leaves and you're the monster for not having done it.
Yeah.
No, they just die. He just dies, and you can find his funeral later, and you can crash the funeral, and everyone gets mad at you.
That's so funny. Okay.
Like, it's like a Dark Souls in which you can do a side quest, and the person who gives you the side quest just fucking dies later. And you're like, could I have prevented that? No.
Oh.
That's just how the story goes. Okay. That person dies.
Funny. Okay.
It's very funny that it is one of my favorite like weird game mechanic features of Dark Souls that I like when people steal. Sometimes the correct solution to a side quest in Dark Souls is not to engage with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you want someone to get their happiest ending, you have to go out of your way to avoid being involved with them at all.
Yep.
Which is very funny. I like when games do that.
But no, I highly recommend Mina the Hollower. Well worth the wait for this game to actually come out. Please, Yacht Club Games, keep making throwbacks because you are the only company that knows how to fucking do it.
Right.
You need to join forces with Studio MDHR and just be like, we're making weird retro games to spec. That's all we do now.
Yeah, MDHR and their fucking, what is it?
Previewing the news a little bit. I apologize, but it is very funny.
No, but it's so funny. What is it? It's
like Super Cuphead something.
Yeah, but what's this? It can actually play on a
Master System.
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
It is made to spec to run on an actual Sega Master System, and they're making it the way you made Sega Master Systems games. Yes. It's being coded entirely in assembly.
So you could play it on a Sega. They're putting out a new Sega Master System game next year.
Yeah.
In 2026.
That's so funny.
Or 2027.
That owns.
Do more of that. Speaking of,
okay,
let's. You know what? Is it news time?
It's finally news time.
We're not going to be here for 4 hours. I swear. We're gonna be good.
Unless.
Oh no!
Don't worry. It's mostly Summer Game Fest, and then like the two things that happened directly after Summer Game Fest that were very funny.
Okay.
Funny asterisk.
We'll start off with Sony. Got a good look at Wolverine. He sure kills those guys real good, like Wolverine would.
He sure does. It's not for me.
Welcome back, 7th gen video games.
The people who are excited for Wolverine, I'm glad you're excited. I, however, have been playing an absolutely disgusting amount of Arkham video games lately and been like, wow, I really love this heightened comic book aesthetic that this world has. It's realistic, but it doesn't look like any place that exists in the real world. And then the next day after I started Arkham Knight was that fucking Sony show, and I'm just sitting there like, oh, okay.
I think
it's just the real world.
I think people who really like Wolverine will be happy.
That's right.
It seems like a very aesthetically Wolverine game.
Absolutely, and I'm happy for you. You know what I mean?
I think the funniest thing I've seen people complain about is they're like, oh, it's another game where he's crouching down and he's gonna stealth kill guys and he's gonna use use detective vision. It's like, yeah. What else would he do?
He's Wolverine.
He's Wolverine. He's going to sneak around and like 90% of Wolverine is him sniffing the air and going, "We ain't alone in here, bub." Like that's all he does.
That's that character.
Like, of course he crouches down. He's always crouching. He's like 4'8".
Yeah.
He doesn't have a choice.
And he weighs 400 pounds and he's under 5 feet tall. He can only crouch.
His canonical build type is the Gunzerker from Borderlands 2.
Yeah.
I am like genuinely like surprised at how utterly violent this game is.
Yeah.
Like, he's really fucking tearing those dudes to pieces.
You know, we're going full rip and tear. You know?
Yeah.
I did that. It is like the first time I've seen a trailer for a gory game, and I had like the pearl clutching grandmother moment of seeing him like just shove claws directly through some lady's face and blood explodes out, or I was like, that's just far too much.
Like,
yeah.
Good heavens.
Lord.
It's very funny because like in the trailer at least, like, you know, there is something kind of gross where like these enemies are kind of afraid of you.
Well, yeah,
like
you're an immortal little manlet who's just kind of a fucking tornado of blood and violence. I would be afraid too. Are you kidding me?
You know, like
if the Tasmanian devil was real, I would be afraid of him because he'd run through my entire house and then turn me into pulled pork.
Yeah.
They're doing the really cool thing too that I think that like they're doing their take on it where like the old X-Men Origins game, I think, had Logan's body was in layers, like modeled in layers, so that like as he takes damage, like it exposes more and more of his like muscle and like bone and like, you know, organs and that kind of thing. Insomniac's doing like their own take on that. Like you can kind of like tell when he like does that massive regeneration thing. Mm-hmm. Like you can see like the method of him like stitching himself back together looks very cool. They've confirmed that you can die in this game, but only if you're not angry enough. Like,
I see.
The more carnage you do, you build your rage meter, and if you get a fatal wound, you can use that rage meter to become man who's too angry to die.
I was literally about to say, so it is a literal case of local man too angry to die.
Yeah, exactly.
Local Canadian too angry to die.
My only CinemaSins ding with the gore system is that I did notice that they showed it off with him getting like his back like exploded out and not in the fun way,
right?
From like a shotgun blast or something, right? And there was a big chunk of gore missing from his back. And then the scene does a thing where he's like, "Oh fuck, I have to do a motorcycle chase." And he hops on the motorcycle and gives chase. And then as soon as it cuts to the next level, presumably where he's doing the motorcycle chase, that damage has completely recovered, including his clothes.
I wonder if that is just because it's two different gameplay sequences that have been cut together.
Oh, 100%. I'm sure it will be consistent in the main game.
Sure.
But I was like,
I did notice that
you didn't care enough about the trailer to stitch it right.
There's definitely like there's definitely like a case, and I know what you're gonna say, Saturn, but it's like there's definitely a thing in Insomniac where it's like we got to regenerate the clothes, or else like it's in 5 seconds it's gonna be Logan with his dick and balls out.
And
I mean, I wasn't gonna say that, but I think they should do it.
I do think they should do it, however, but it's
but
fine.
Like you're gonna design
if someone
already
like
rated
here's my thinking, and like it's already rated M. If somebody shotgun blasts Wolverine in the dick and he gets clothing damage, and then his dick and balls regenerate and there's hanging and flopping out, like perfect.
Great.
No notes.
Mm-hmm.
Do the Cyberpunk 2077 thing where it's pixelated. Have you ever considered that?
Or like just have it be flopping around and have it be fully physics model.
Yeah.
I think that would be fun.
That game is rated M, so it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I show Wolverine's dick. It's chill. Don't worry about it.
I feel like what they're gonna do is that, like, obviously you want to show the cool costume in the game, so you don't want him to just be like completely naked in every fight. But like during cutscenes, there's just gonna be like the quote unquote canonical damage he got during that conflict. Like a suit's gonna be, because like in the trailer you can see like when the like the final cutscene, his suit's still all torn up.
Right.
But like, so like in game, it's the clothes are going to regenerate, but in the cutscene, it's going to show like what he actually accumulated.
Or it's just a case of like, there's just a threshold to how much damage the clothes can take.
Yeah.
My Babe Ruth shot call, and I'm willing to make a gamble on this, not with actual money, just with like my pride on the line.
Sure.
Is that there's going to be a level where like someone with a flamethrower burninates Wolverine, and he comes back, and you have to do the entire level as naked Wolverine.
God, I hope so.
If they put the Weapon X outfit, which they're probably going to do, then you still get that.
I hope so. I would love that because
like
cool.
There's very famously like the look he had when he first got the adamantium put in, where he's got like the helmet and like a bunch of like gadgets strapped to him, and he's just wearing a loincloth.
Yeah.
And
no loincloth. You don't need that.
You can't make a Wolverine game and not put this look in.
Right. Yeah. God, true. Yeah. You
no,
need
it's
to put that in.
Fucking badass look.
Yeah, it's sick as fuck. Yep.
We also, speaking of Marvel, we got to see the Knights of Doom.
Looks good.
For Marvel Tokon.
Tokon
Doom
looks great.
Tokon fucking looks so good.
All those designs look really good. Yeah.
It's Doom, Magneto, Green Goblin, and Carnage, which is very funny because Doom decided he really fucking hates Spider-Man this time.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm sick of that little twerp keeping me out of New York City.
Yeah.
Doom being voiced by Sung-Won Cho is fucking awesome.
Good for him.
Good for Sung-Won Cho.
Yeah.
God, Goblin's design looks so good with like the tattered cloak.
All the designs in that game all the designs in Tokon are really good. They're all so
good.
fucking solid. Yeah.
They're just amazing. I love that this is an Arxis game and Carnage has that one super from Blaze Blue where the tentacles just cover the screen and whip around.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's great. Oh god, and it's Steve Bloom playing Green Goblin and Josh Keaton playing Spider-Man, so it's just spectacular Spider-Man again.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Fucking rules. I love it. What else did they show in this one? We are Onimusha is coming out September 25th. A lot of shit's coming out September, we learned.
Yeah.
Yeah, so many things are coming out in September that a lot of things are no longer coming out in September.
Everything's getting out of the way of September.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody thought like, oh, hey, Grand Theft Auto 6 got pushed back. We can release in that window now. And then everybody thought that at the same time. Oops.
Well. We saw a brief look at Silent Hill Town coming.
Townfall.
Downpour.
Downcoming.
Downtown. Silent
Hill. They
Downtown.
unfortunately now have a critical mass of games with this kind of title where it is no longer possible to distinguish them.
Yeah, no, they're all the same. That I don't know.
It looks like Silent Hill parody a little bit. Here's the thing: I don't get how you set a Silent Hill anywhere in Great Britain because it just looks like that.
Yeah, exactly.
This looks like someone wanted to make their own Silent Hill. not
Right.
like this looks like a trailer that you would watch and go, oh hey, this kind of looks like Silent Hill, and then it shows like Misty Town.
Someone wanted to make a spiritual successor to Silent Hill, but somehow it became a real Silent Hill game.
And I can't even really be impressed by the thing of like, oh well, the radio is really central in this, and it's used as like a mechanic in like actuality, and like for whatever, like it's really important, because you know what game already did that? Signalis, which was made by 2 people.
Yeah. And Signalis, I just like is way more aesthetically interesting than Townpour. You know.
Yeah.
So
then
you know, it's hard to follow up the fact that we had a Silent Hill game written by the guy who wrote Umineko.
Yeah, and the thing is, Silent Hill F looks more like a Silent Hill than this game.
Yeah. So.
And also the guy who wrote Umineko is like, well, Silent Hill's cool, but what if instead of about being like killing your wife or whatever, it was about living as a woman in the 60s in Southeast Asia?
Yeah, gender politics in 1960s Japan. It's like, oh, okay, cool. You know? It's about like interesting things. So I gotta finish that game. I own that game.
I know. I gotta get.
I also own that game, and I've never. I bought that game near launch and have not booted it once.
I played it like for 3 hours, and I really liked it. And then I got distracted by fucking. It wasn't by fucking something else.
Everything.
I will say now that I have the newer graphics card, I might actually play it just because I'm less afraid of UE5 games now.
I don't mean to. I'm going to poke you about that 3080 one more time, but
yes, I do still need to get that.
Because I would also like to play Silent Hill F on something slightly newer than a 1080. As much as I love my 1080, you know.
I will need to actually still get that out of its casing. Okay. The computer is still just sitting here. I haven't done anything with it.
That's fair.
But I need to actually get.
I don't want to constantly pester and be like, "Hey Saturn, where's my free graphics card?"
No, the thing I remembered is I need to actually get tools because I don't actually have the appropriate screwdriver to get it out of the case currently. Fair. So I need to actually go out and get the tool for it.
Okay.
You're allowed to remind me that I need to do that. I just genuinely I have that disease where, despite the fact that the computer is sitting so close to my eye line that I can basically see it in my periphery, even when I'm not like actively looking at it, that I just sort of don't remember it's there.
That's fair. Okay, then
understandable.
I will remind you then.
Absolutely.
You know what horror game looks a lot better is baby kicking extraordinaire Ill.
Yeah, it was very funny to be watching this trailer and just be like, "This is that baby kicking game."
Yeah, this is the baby punting game, right?
And then you watch him punch a baby this time instead.
Like that's got some sauce.
Ill has the sauce.
So this is not developed by the Atomic Heart people, but it is published by them. Okay. And learning that made me go, that's why this is the baby punching game.
Yeah.
Because like irrespective of whatever their weird politics are, the fact of the matter is that Atomic Heart is very much a game that thinks punting a baby is funny. And they're right.
This game has that sprinkle of slapstick that can only come from Europe.
Listen, what Weapons taught me, excellent movie Weapons by the guy who's making that really good looking Resident Evil movie. Weapons taught me that there is a fine line between horror and comedy, and it's okay to jump back and forth across that line sometimes.
Yeah.
So I think this looks good.
I'm excited.
I don't know if I'm going to play it on launch because like there's a shit ton of other things coming out, but that game looks good and fun and cool.
The thing is, like, you can't hand anything to Poland. However, it is only Polish game developers who will present you with a baby and tell you that the correct option is to kick it.
Correct. Yeah. I can say mean and nice things about Poland because I'm from Alabama. The Poland of the United States, so it's fun.
I'm from Detroit, which is the real Poland of the United States, because that's where we all went.
Well, no, you have the Polish people, but you're not Poland.
People, but you don't have the Polish spirit, which is
Detroit is not culturally Polish.
No, not at all. No,
well, you haven't been to Hamtramck.
No, Alabama is culturally Polish. That's basically the same place. You know, it's fine.
They also showed off what I originally thought was just it's Forza again or whatever, but then it turned into Stuntman. Stuntman looks fun.
Those games are fun from back in the day, the very, very back in the day. So that's curious. I'm curious to see. That is not a game. I would buy full price, but if that game was on sale anytime in the next 3 years for a decent price, I would probably snag it.
Speaking of welcome back 7th gen games, we haven't had a stunt driver since like the 360.
Right.
Yeah. And then they ended with, I didn't think it needed 20 minutes, but they're bringing back the character action to God of War.
Oh yeah, I didn't watch much of that, but
here's the thing, like Ben said, didn't need 20 minutes. It's a God of War gameplay trailer, which means 15 minutes of that was cutscenes, and then the other 5 was highly scripted gameplay.
Yeah.
right.
I got to give a shout out to she took the double jump in the divorce.
Yeah.
I do think it's funny to have Kratos be the sad old man. It's like, well, what was his wife like? And the answer is that she was a woman who could do all the shit that he did in the PS2 days when he was cool.
Yeah, exactly.
It totally makes sense. Yeah, of course Kratos would fall for a woman who could just absolutely kick his ass.
Yeah, no, that's romance.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but the only way I will marry you is if you can do a 15-foot vertical leap.
And she does it, and he's like, oh, damn.
And then she does it again in the air.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Do
you want to have many children? Or just one? I'm flexible.
Or just the one snot-nosed brat.
I gotta say, I was kind of sold by Jack Quaid playing a cube. I fucking love Jack Quaid in anything.
Sure.
So, like, the odds of me getting this game went from 0 to, like, 30%.
Sure.
This is the most I have ever been interested in any God of War. I am unfortunately not getting a PS5 for it.
Yeah.
And they're not going to put it on PC later in all likelihood unless they change course again.
Yeah, I don't know if that's part of the news, but they said they're done with PC ports for PlayStation games. Yep. So,
for their quote-unquote story-focused, this, that, or the other. Multiplayer focused, which presumably means if we get, like, Helldivers 3 or whatever the next Bungie thing is, if Marathon doesn't pan out and also they don't close Bungie.
Right. Yeah, and it's like, okay, well, I don't intend to ever purchase a PlayStation 5, so that's closed off to me.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Yeah, that settles that.
Yeah, no. I'm not paying $750 for a console that a couple years ago I bought for $500. Right.
Same here.
Yeah, no, sorry.
That was kind of it for the Sony State of Play.
Okay, next is SGF.
SGF itself.
We opened with it's just called Veronica.
Veronica.
Not Code Veronica.
Yeah.
Just Veronica.
Fuck yeah. I mean...
They mentioned the possibility, I think, in later interviews of them touching up the story to better work with current Resident Evil canon.
That makes sense.
And I'll tell you for free,
yeah.
You know what I didn't see in any of that reveal? Any Steve.
No Steve.
Yeah.
Did not see hide nor hair of Steve.
I definitely think...
Trimmed the Steve.
I definitely think you can't fully cut Steve, but based on what they've been doing to all the other characters, he will not be the worst.
I'll tell you for free, they can try, and they will try to de-Steve Veronica. That's why they had to take the code. He took code with him as part of his contract.
Oh, understandable. Have a nice day.
Yeah. It would be hilarious if there's just no Steve.
I genuinely straight up think there might just be no Steve.
I think it'd be really funny if they just fully cut Steve. Yeah. What's the fucking Umbrella family's name?
Ashford's.
Thank you. I'm really hoping they don't, because it's 2026. Keep the weird relationship between the main villains of that game. The weird twin stuff. No, it's so fucked up. You need that sauce. I'm sorry. Like, I think you need to keep some of that weird sauce. It's what gives that game any kind of, like, weird texture at all.
You should at least not have Claire call him a cross-dressing freak.
Well, yeah, that's ideal.
Well, they're not going to do that.
No, but I mean, all of the weird stuff between those twins, you gotta keep that stuff. Stuff is load bearing to, like, the weirdness of that game.
They'll find a way to keep it, I think.
I hope.
They might be different weird twin stuff, but I feel like Like they kept fucking Salazar or
They kept the
whoever
little
from
guy.
RE4.
That's true. They did. Okay.
They made him different.
Right.
They made
But
him
he's still
slightly
a
less
tiny little
comedic,
guy.
but he's still like the same guy.
True,
You know,
true.
he says a lot of the same stuff and is
Okay.
a lot of the same ways, just like in a more grounded way. It doesn't completely obliterate the tone of the game.
Right.
They've
Fair.
said that one of the gimmicks for Veronica will be like actual zombie hordes.
Oh, okay.
So like not, because previous ones, even as far as like Requiem goes, like you've got 7 to 8 max in an area at a time, of zombies. Like they're talking like you're gonna open a gate and there's just gonna be like dozens like clawing at you.
Mm-hmm.
So that will be interesting.
Because it came out and I watched it recently, Noah Caldwell-Gervais did an additional Resident Evil video talking about the Resident Evils that have come out since last time he did a Resident Evil video, as well as some other ones. And I was very compelled by the pitch of the one, I think it was from RE3 remake, the Ghost Survivors DLCs.
Yeah, that's in 2.
Right? 2,
Yeah.
okay. Of one of them just being, you're the gun shop owner, or whatever.
Yeah. Yes.
You're in an entirely enclosed space. You have to kill 100 zombies without leaving this enclosed space.
That one's the sheriff in the gas station.
That's right.
Yeah. The gun shop owner gets the whole thing is that they're what if stories of like characters that canonically died. What if they escaped their sudden fate? So like the gun shop owner was like, after his daughter gets bit, he kills her and then kills himself.
Right.
Like in his what if, he gets a call from his war vet buddy who's like, "Hey man, I got a helicopter. We're getting out of here."
Cool.
But
yeah.
like
just like the thought of having an RE game where it's like, no, there's a fucking shit million zombies.
Yeah. Would be very cool. I like this trailer because you see Claire walking around Chris's apartment and it's a fucking shithole. and then people,
damn bitch, you live like this?
People thought back to Jill's apartment in RE3 remake.
Yeah.
And how it's also just like covered in cigarettes and pill bottles.
Sure.
It's like, oh yeah, there's a reason you two are partners.
Man, that tracks. That sounds
Like
about right.
this, like the way Claire looks around, she's like, this isn't surprising.
No, this is what she's used to. Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
this isn't the trauma of the Spencer mansion.
No, this is just what he lives like.
Yeah, this is just how he's always been.
Yeah. Tremendously beautiful Claire Redfield in this game.
Oh, she's so good.
This is the first of like the photorealistic like model capture like new things or whatever, where I see a character and just go, oh, that's Claire.
Yeah.
That's not like oh, this is the new Claire. It's like, no, it's just Claire.
That's just Claire. Yes, she is phenomenally beautiful. She looks great.
Mm-hmm.
I
Someone
love
did some comparisons, and that the old lady who lets Claire into the apartment is the same model as an old lady from RE8.
Yeah, no.
Reuse them assets.
You reuse them as every part of the buffalo.
Listen, the RE engine is a miracle machine.
Yes.
And
well, here's the thing: if someone notices, you just say in interviews later that it's the same character.
Right.
Yeah.
Fine. Don't worry.
It's just like no. Every part of the buffalo, reuse as many assets as you want. That's why you can get these games out every year.
That's how you make these video games so quickly. Absolutely. That's so important.
Yeah. And then like we mentioned, Mighty Cuphead Adventure is the game.
So funny.
What I really love about Studio MDHR is that they will depict Cuphead as a character in so many different styles. Like he's not locked into one aesthetic. This fucking Muppet ass thing with the cylindrical head and the human hands in the puppet gloves.
It's so funny. I know they said it's gonna be another hand animated game, which that's their niche. Good for them. But I want them to also make a puppet game because puppet games are hot right now.
Yeah.
And I think MDHR would make a really good puppet game. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Like mocap a bunch of puppets. I think they would have fun with that.
Yeah. Look, it's going to be a classic Sega Master System style game.
That's so funny. Brand new Master System game in 2027.
The
box.
Not even like catering to like the NES weirdos or the Super NES or anything that anyone over here actually owned. Just like, no, it's for the Sega Master System.
That's how
you owned one
they're
of
real.
those.
You know they're real as fuck because they're like, yeah, we care about the Master System.
I love that the box art is perfectly 100% that era.
Yeah.
I do think the only way I could be more excited for it is if instead of being a Master System game, it was an Amiga game.
God, please.
And it was just the most British platformer of all time.
Like look at this. I remember this commercial.
Oh yeah, no, it's so legit. I love it. Oh man, it's so good.
It's so good. I can't wait. They're so good at what they do. We saw a little bit more of Gen Atlas, which is the new studio. Studio
Fumito
Aiko.
Ueda.
Yeah, Fumito Ueda.
Yeah.
Very different from previous games, but also not really.
No,
you're still climbing a big thing.
Yeah, totally. We're kind of still doing what we've always been doing.
It's good to know that Fumito Ueda is still alive.
That's right.
Yeah.
Still making video games.
Yeah.
The longer that goes between any updates about that game, the more I worry. It's like, did the game die? And the answer is no.
No, it's just taking
a
hot minute. That's fine.
I don't want to talk about this, but we gotta. We saw a trailer for Stranger Than Heaven.
Yeah.
And you'll never guess who showed up. Why?
Yeah,
why did you do it like that?
What's the one post that's like the prestigification of video games is such that like earlier in RGGs like oeuvre they would have made a character named Six Pack and everybody would have loved him.
Yeah.
Right.
Like so the thing is that like when I first heard about like because there's a Japanese actor there who they're also defiling the grave of.
Right, resurrecting.
What was his name? I want to make sure I actually acknowledge.
Bunta something.
Bunta Sugawara.
Yeah.
So what I looked up, he was an actor in the 60s in Japan. So what I thought was happening was that your character in the game, because it's all across different time periods, right? Mm-hmm. In the 60s era of the game, you would have a quest or whatever, or a chapter in the story where you meet the actor, Bunta Sugawara.
Right.
And he needs your help with something,
Sure.
or you go into a film set.
It's like the least egregious version of it.
Yeah. It's like, so we're taking this historical figure and we are portraying him in this game.
As
right?
like a side quest giver.
Yeah,
right.
we're getting his likeness to portray him as a historical figure of importance in Japan in the 1960s.
Right.
And then they're like, no, we're just gonna get his fake body to play an actor, and we're also doing it with 90s rapper Tupac.
Bizarre. Very bizarre.
And again, this is actually the thing with Bunta Sugawara too, is the thing that like got brought up in that post that Sarah mentioned, is the fact that like, you play Yakuza 0, right? And they have fucking oh my god, why is his name escaping me right now? Film director
Spielberg?
Yeah, they have Steven Spielberg with like an obviously fake name, but clearly it's supposed to be Steven Spielberg.
Right.
And like it's literally Steven Spielberg because I think he's literally like, you have to help him record something that Steven Spielberg directed.
Right.
Yeah.
It's literally just Steven Spielberg. And like they couldn't, if they were going to do that for Bunta Sugawara, they would have just called him like Sunta Bugawara or something,
Like you can totally portray a dead actor or performer in your story. What you can't do is pretend that they're doing mocap and facial scans for your game because they're dead.
Right. It's weird. It's the prestigification of RGG, which is really, it's devastating. And then to find out, even putting aside all the digital necromancy that nobody likes.
Nobody wants. Yeah.
Nobody. I mean, instantly and immediately, everyone was like, "Why would you do that?"
Yeah.
Right.
Even, like,
it's very bizarre.
I went to the Yakuza subreddit afterwards. Like, no one is happy with this.
Right.
And and because of something we'll get to later in the show, maybe not even that much later, we have to worry, like, well, aside from just being his likeness, is it also going to be like fucking AI slop Tupac voice?
Right.
Yeah.
Like, are you going to feed it through like an LLM and then have that parrot lines at you horrifically? Like, what the fuck? And like, putting all that aside, I was like, oh, this is a new game from RGG, but I don't really like or care about those Yakuza games. This is like a new, unique thing. No, it's actually just a prequel.
It's still in the Yakuza universe.
It's a prequel. It's just another Yakuza game. And I was like, oh.
Just all the two,
Okay.
but I was willing to go like, well, Bunta Sugawara, maybe you have a compelling reason to do that. It is a pastiche.
Sure.
Like, I feel like it's one of those things, like, if you're making, like, I don't know, like Ghosts of Third One, right? And you have, like, the likeness of Toshiro Mifune as, like, a samurai. And it's like, you're not trying to be like, oh, it's literally Toshiro Mifune, but, like, we got permission to use his facial likeness for his character because we're doing a samurai movie thing. Like, it's not great, but I get why you do it. Why the fuck is Tupac Shakur here?
Yeah.
It's, what does he have to do with this?
It's just very absurd, especially, like, considering the kind of all the suspect stuff around Tupac's estate, and how like it's not owned by his family, it's owned by some ghoul who bought it from who acquired it in a very suspect way, let's say.
Yeah.
So putting all that aside, it's just all
and then your guy who's like, no guys, it's cool. You got fucking Snoop Dogg to get on stage and be like, no, dude, trust me, it's cool. To me, Snoop Dogg, it's not like you know me as the guy who would do literally anything for a paycheck.
Right. And it's funny you mentioned specifically Toshiro Mifune, because the Onimusha game, like the new Onimusha game with Miyamoto Musashi, is using Mifune's likeness for the character.
Oh, it is.
But like,
I didn't know that.
But like, he played Miyamoto Musashi in a movie.
Right.
They're not, and Capcom isn't advertising their game as saying this game is starring Toshiro Mifune.
Right.
We're using the likeness of a famous representation of this character.
Right.
I will say credit to the newest season of Baki. It is the only manga or anything I have seen that is committed to going, no, the rest of you think that Musashi was so much more handsome. He was kind of an ugly guy.
Yeah.
Our Musashi is really fucked up looking. There's literally a sequence in the thing where they're like, because like part of the premise is that they're trying to Jurassic Park the fucking dead body of Miyamoto Musashi,
As
just
you do.
for funny science reasons, like you do. And like his clone is lying there like just kind of inanimate and perfect looking, and they're like, oh, I don't know like what we did wrong. Like we got the clone, like the body's perfect, it's in great shape, but he's not coming alive. And in getting a spirit medium to put Miyamoto Musashi's ghost into his body, you watch this extended sequence where as it remembers the things it went through in life, his body gets all fucked up and weird looking. And then he finally wakes up and comes to, and he's like 15 times uglier than he was when he started.
Funny.
God.
So yeah, no. Strangers of Heaven. At least I'm saving money.
Yeah, I'm not gonna pick that one up.
Yeah,
just not worth it.
Not worth it. It's fine.
What
else?
There
really wasn't much.
There wasn't really a whole lot except for the very big thing at the end. So, like, I'm looking through this now. There was we got confirmation of the 4 characters in Street Fighter 6.
Sure.
Welcome, Tifa.
Yeah, of course.
You're going to get me to spend a lot of money on that game that I haven't touched in like 2-3 years.
So they had like a story, like an interview afterwards with Maximilian Dude. Like he was just like, "Hey,
very funny.
Can you want to come over my house and we'll do an interview?" Where they talked about like how Tifa got picked for Street Fighter 6, and like Square Enix was like, "Yeah, a lot of fighting games reached out to us to get Tifa, and we settled on Capcom." And
Tekken blown the fuck out.
I like to imagine that it's like, since Cloud has experience fighting against like Ryu and like Kazuya, so Tifa's like, "Hey, which of these 3 would you go to?" And he's like thinking about like Kazuya shooting lasers from his eyes, and he's like
turning into demons and shit like that. Yeah.
And he's like, Ryu.
Cloud's just like, Ryu's kind of, he's like normal.
He's kind of cool guy.
And then Kazuya, he's kind of like Hojo a little bit. And Tifa's just like, got it, Street Fighter.
Street Fighter, yeah.
Understood.
Roger.
Say no more.
And like, but what about Terry? Was like, yeah, he's kind of eccentric, but he's harmless.
Cloud just like, I don't want you talking to any other blonde men.
Yeah.
Also, technically, isn't he in Street Fighter 6 as well?
Well, no. Maya is. No, he is. Yeah, he is. Terry's in 6.
Terry.
Yeah, so he's like, no, Terry and Ryu are cool, and they're both in Street Fighter. So yeah, go with Street Fighter.
Yeah.
And then turns out the lore is that Tifa fell in a portal.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
What the fuck else are you going to do?
How else is that going to work?
In the middle.
I think it should happen in 7-3.
Yeah, there's just like a moment where like Tifa like trips into a portal and comes out 5 minutes later.
Like, wow, that was weird.
Here's the thing. Oh, you know what would be sick? I'm going to make another out there shot call, Gamer Premonitions. This is secretly a cross promo. In 7 Remake, there's going to be a secret extra boss where Akuma steps through the portal. And you have to fight Akuma in FF7.
Could you imagine? And it gets you Akuma as a summon in FF7.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
You try to do your attacks, and he keeps like fucking Shungoku Satsuing out of the way.
That sounds sick as fuck, yeah.
That sounds awesome. But yeah, no, it ended...
It ended on the big thing.
It ended pretty big.
And on the real... And that was funny, because like most of that show, you're watching, like, it's very front-loaded. You're watching it, and you're like, oh, okay, Veronica and all this other stuff, that's cool. And then it's just a really long stretch of just like, we're going to have to kill Jeff. We're going to have to kill Jeff, sorry. And then it ends on Final Fantasy VII 3 Revelation. It's
Revelation.
Like,
Revelation.
Jeff Keighley gets to live. I changed my mind.
I will also bring up, they did get an announcement for Guild Wars 3 in there, which is pretty exciting.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's very cool.
That I played Guild Wars 2 when it came out when I was in, like 13 years ago at this point.
That's a game that I can't believe is still running and doing pretty well. So
yeah,
it was very weird, like seeing people I follow on BlueSky, and they're talking about like this setting that is gonna be the Guild Wars 3 is gonna be primarily set in. And they're like, whoa, wait a minute! I worked on the writing for that part of the setting in Guild Wars 2 when I was working at that company
13 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. No. I mean. I like MMOs now, so fucking anything's possible.
There's a good chance I will just try it just out of curiosity, so I'll let you know if it's any good.
Yeah, absolutely. But no, the big thing is it ended on finally, and you know what? It's crazy. That game's coming out early next year.
Yeah, less than a year from now.
So hey, the big story is, of course, they got 3 of these fucking things out in less than 10 years.
Yeah. Hey, do you want to know why?
They kept the fucking team together for the entire time.
They had assets. They made those assets once, and then we're like, we can use those assets again.
We are going to use all the assets, and we are not going to arbitrarily break up the team just because their contract expired or some fucking horse shit. And
since you have all those same people and they're all still working together, they can develop their skills and their training for the processes to make the fucking game instead of having to retrain people on a running 18-month cycle. Microsoft.
Yeah, no.
Because you want to meet contractor quotas, you fucking morons. Who do you think's making the game?
It's ridiculous. But no, 7R Part 3. I'm very excited. Looks good.
They're making Dirge Cerberus good.
They're making.
We saw Vincent gameplay, and I was like, "Wait a minute, that's just what Dirge Cerberus played like."
But it's good instead of bad. I'm excited to see the end of it. I think those games are kind of bloated. But listen, especially I made the massive mistake of replaying Final Fantasy VII right after we finished Rebirth, and be like, "Oh, but that being said, I still have fun with those games when they come out and they're brand new. You know what I mean?
I'm so happy we saw Tifa in the gas chamber, which means we are getting the slap mini game.
I hope it means we're getting slap fight. I'm very excited. I'm glad we're getting dress spheres. It's just Final Fantasy X-2 dress spheres.
And I like that they're like, you will get all of them at the beginning.
Yeah.
You don't have to unlock them.
FF10-2 continues to be vindicated with every passing year that game is good, actually.
And there's gonna be like 4 of them per character as well, or some crazy
it's very
shit.
Manageable, and they can just be unlocked as costumes. So if you like really like an outfit, but you want to use a different play style, you can just use it as a costume instead.
Oh,
which
hell
is
yeah.
perfect, yes.
Tetsuya Nomura has never abandoned an idea.
Never, not even once. This game, I'm very excited. I'm interested to see how this all ends.
Mm-hmm.
I'm overjoyed that it's coming out in a reasonable amount of time. Basically coming out a couple months after. Basically, as soon as I'm done with Evercold, I've like really burned through all of Evercold.
God, you're right.
Yeah, no, exactly. Evercold will come out in January, and I'll spend about 4 months playing it obsessively, right? And by the time I'm like done with Evercold, the last bit of FF7 will come out and be like, oh, okay, I'll just play more Square Enix games, right?
You can just pivot right to it.
It's easy.
Yeah.
So I'm very pleased with that. I'm glad Square Enix was like, oh shit, we should probably put out video games.
Yeah.
Right, that's how you make money. Oh my god, we forgot. So, that game looks good. I'm really excited. So.
Yeah.
I want to see how I want to see how this whole clusterfuck wraps up.
Vincent and Sid get boyfriend moves.
Vincent and Sid get boyfriend moves. I can't believe they're canon. I mean, I can believe they're canon, but I can't believe we're here.
The old man yaoi is real.
The old man yaoi is real, and it's really good. And girls, we climbed that whole stupid mountain together.
So I want to point out one funny thing. One thing that made me laugh when I saw it, where it's like, the actor for Sephiroth could not make it for Revelation.
Read Tyler Hoechlin because he's literally playing Superman on TV right now. I think.
Yeah, he's a film actor. Okay, he's busy. This is one of the most logical replacements ever. Okay.
Yeah.
It was one of, when the Gigaboots were talking about this. I remember being I think it was Chris, noted sometimes crazy opinions ever of like, what do you mean it's a 10-year project and you couldn't be there for the last one? It's like, yeah, man, it's a 10-year project.
He's got shit to do.
I have other things to do, man.
He's got to make 3 times as much money being on camera for 15 minutes than he gets for the entirety of this project, okay?
Yeah.
So he's being replaced with Travis Willingham, who, again, has played Superman, so he checks out.
So it's fine.
But I saw people talking about how it's like, oh, this is Matt Mercer hiring his Critical Role friends to do projects. And it's like... It's hiring Travis Willingham, who has been playing major characters for over 20 years.
Also, his Critical Role friends, all those voice actors. Those accomplished decades-long career having voice actors, which is why their podcast is so successful.
We've forgotten that Critical Role started because all of Matt Mercer's voice actor friends wanted to surprise him with a birthday present of getting to play D&D.
Yeah, that's it. That's where it all comes from. And it's like, Travis Willingham. Travis Willingham got a job because he's friends with Matt Mercer and not because he was Roy Mustang. Are you kidding me? No.
This is funny. The most logical replacement voice actor thing to happen.
This is what you say if they get a YouTuber to voice Sephiroth and not Travis fucking Willingham. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Be so real right now.
Yeah, don't play with me on this one. But don't worry, he has played Superman, so he's allowed. He can play Sephiroth.
He meets criteria. He meets minimum criteria.
Yeah, exactly. What else is there?
Next, we have Microsoft Xbox Games Showcase showing off a ton of games that I will not play on Xbox.
And that you will not play at all because they might not actually exist.
Right. They might not ever come out.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I remember when we started, and I forget if it was before recording or if it's on whatever VOD we have of that. If we recorded a VOD for it, I don't know.
I might have. It's okay. We didn't. There wasn't anything to pop off on.
But one of the things I said very early, whether it was recorded or not, is the thing about Microsoft is they put on a very well-produced show. But you have to understand that there's a very significant odds that whatever you're seeing might just be a complete and abject lie.
Right.
And boy, howdy, did I hear the knuckle bones on the monkey paw curling.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's go down the list of things that are important. Clockwork Revolution showed off a lot more stuff.
That game looks good.
That game,
just, I don't know if I'm gonna get around to playing it, but I mean that game looks good if it ever comes out. So
I'm very. There were a number of BioShock likes at this show.
The children
Return
yearn.
7th Gen.
Yeah, the children yearn for 7th Gen, as it turns out. Actually, despite all of its problems, 7th Gen was fun. So I think we all just want to go back.
The thing about 7th Gen is that it did suck in a lot of ways, but it was also like the last time you could get a game where it's like, this costs $50 and it takes about 8 hours to go through, and it's like well manicured stuff that you're doing.
Yeah, exactly.
I love the idea that like they're really utilizing the time travel thing where like you fucking around in the past will have major ramifications.
Mm-hmm.
Like actually committing to that idea is, if they can pull it off, like good on them, because kind of like BioShock, Infinite didn't really go with their whole time travel changing reality thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it will remain to be seen to what degree they live up to the promise made by the trailers and pitch.
Yeah.
Right.
They showed off a Fable trailer that both Saturn and I spent half of it being like, what the fuck is this?
And it turns out it's Fable because it does not aesthetically or narratively or tonally resemble Fable
at all
in literally any way, because they're insane and they have a company whose primary output is making racing games, making the new Fable.
For some deranged like what? Because like I can't. The thing is, Fable, those games were never great, but I liked them. I liked 1 and 2. I played a lot of 1 and 2. I didn't play much of 3. But I liked 1 and 2. I played them a lot because they're not great, but they're fun, and they have, most importantly, a very distinct aesthetic, right? They were very kind of cartoony and weird and like kind of, they looked like an Amiga game in 3D,
they looked very British because they were very British.
They were made by very British people. It's very important to point out. Like Lionhead is in England, or was in England. They don't exist anymore because, of course, they don't. Made by a bunch of very British people, so that game had a very distinct style, and it was trying to like ape like your Monty Pythons and your whatnots, right?
Right.
And so it was kind of like absurdist, goofy humor. With like a fantasy kind of trappings. That's neat, Yeah. This Fable game, like what is this? It just looks like everything else. Why?
I couldn't tell what I was looking at. So that says everything.
Yeah, it's just aesthetically nothing. It's
because
mush.
Like I mentioned to Saturn when we were recording that, where it's like there are so many of these these dirty fantasy games coming out that all just look the same.
Yeah. They all are. I mean, it all just kind of, everything kind of has the same look these days. We hit we hit the diminishing returns,
We saw Senua. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah, so remember when you're like, hey, the things that they show off of Microsoft are lies? So the funny thing about Senua is that it looked like a trailer for Senua 3, which is to say a game that we spent most of the time talking about, like, why the fuck did they ever try to turn this into a franchise?
It's very strange, yeah.
The first game was very clearly its own standalone thing, and the attempts to expand it into something more than that are truly baffling. And then it turns out that by the time they were showing this trailer and had already, went to all the effort of commissioning this trailer, which, like, getting a trailer house to make one of these things is not cheap, they had already basically decided internally that they're going to be trying to get rid of Team Ninja, and that they are not actually going... Ninja Theory, excuse me. There's too many studios that have Ninja.
Look, everyone ever mixes up Ninja Theory and Team Ninja.
Yeah.
Every time.
But Microsoft is like, we actually had already at that point decided we're trying to get rid of them. We aren't going to be publishing this game or like giving it any more money than what we literally already have.
Yeah.
But we'll still spend a ton of this time. Like, we bought the trailer. Like, come on, get excited. It's an Xbox game. Unless it doesn't exist, in which case it's not.
This is announcing the birthday party of someone is already dead.
And they love to do this too. They did this with the fucking Perfect Dark remake a couple years ago.
They did it with Scalebound. They've done it multiple.
They did it with also what's it called? From Dust.
Yes,
that kind of weird card battler thing.
Yes,
I forgot about that.
Every year or two, Microsoft just loves to show off a complete announcement trailer, an in-depth special, or whatever for a game that they have already internally stopped making.
Why did they do this? I don't understand. I mean,
Like,
I guess because it's all just investor slop, right? Like, it's not for us.
But what do you gain out of being the publisher whose reputation for these shows is the one who is telling you lies?
I mean, truly it's because they're Microsoft and Xbox has never mattered until extremely recently.
Yeah.
Until Xbox is like, we need $80 billion.
Right. Like, this is the truth. Like, Microsoft has been able to lie to the extent that they have for so long because for years, Xbox was just a write-off. Like, if Xbox didn't make any money, who cares? Because you're Microsoft. You own Windows. You make Windows and you make Microsoft Excel, things that the entire world runs off of, right?
Yeah.
Like, so who cares if Xbox posts, a couple $100 million worth of losses every year? That's peanuts compared to what Microsoft makes annually. But then they spent $70 billion on Activision Blizzard. And now, like, I don't understand. I don't understand.
And now they're shuttering studios because they need to keep their bottom line up because they're buying all these studios that they can't actually afford to run or make anything with because they don't know how to actually make a game anymore.
They don't know how to make video games anymore.
Because if you ask them how do they make games, they point you at the Halo studios who aren't currently don't have anything announced, and also their last game was a huge flop because they're pivoting to Unreal Engine 5 because they no longer actually support a standing workforce who can learn bespoke tools that make the game work the way it's supposed to. And so instead you have a bunch of contractors making UE5 slop and nobody likes it because it doesn't look or feel like Halo.
Right.
Crazy.
Yep. They added a sprint button to Halo Campaign Evolved.
Great.
I'm going to walk into the ocean. I don't even care about Halo.
No, Ben, you're going to sprint into the ocean.
I don't even care that much about Halo.
Yeah.
Like, all of my Halo knowledge comes from Red versus Blue. But even I saw we added sprint to Halo, and I went, that's
wrong.
They didn't make that game with sprint in it.
No.
That you shouldn't have done that. Master Chief already hauls ass. He doesn't need to sprint.
That's the whole thing, is that he already goes fast. It's like putting a fucking sprint button in Doom 2016. You don't need it. Like,
that's like saying we're coming out with a Mario game with a double jump. You don't need that. He already jumps good.
Yeah, it's very weird, very bizarre to me.
So if you're making Microsoft executives who are listening to this podcast because your AI assistant turned it on because a Google bot has been transcribing our podcasts and this is now being fed into your AI's whatever. Listen to me. If you're going to have a studio make an old-fashioned shooter like Halo old-fashioned or Doom or Wolfenstein or whatever, you don't need a sprint button. The character just needs to move as fast as you need them to move.
Yeah.
We have solid state drives now. You don't need to worry about movement speed making things load too slow. Just fucking make them go fast. It's okay.
Absurd. What
okay.
What else? I don't want to, a billion years on Microsoft because it's an absolute nightmare over there. Jesus Christ.
We saw a spiritual successor to Untitled Goose Game, Bad Magpie.
Looks cute.
Funnily enough, not the thing developed by that studio shown off at these shows.
Looks like you are playing a one-winged magpie who can light things on fire and otherwise harass all manner of cuddly things.
Yeah, it looks cute.
Speaking of harassing cuddly things, we saw Castlevania Belmont's Curse, in which a woman breaks into a castle and harasses the occupants and tears them to pieces.
Yeah,
this is a great looking Castlevania. I'm glad this is not published by Microsoft or anything. It's also on Steam, so I don't have to worry about, giving them money at all. I can just be like, damn, look at this sick ass Castlevania game where the aesthetic's gorgeous and also I play as an extremely beautiful woman. Sign me up.
So the trailer shows a bunch of cards, and then it's also by the creators of Dead Cells. They said it's not a roguelike. Don't worry, it's
Okay.
not a roguelike, it's a Metroidvania. We're not adding roguelikes to it.
That's fine.
That's
it's very
good.
funny to let the Dead Cells guys make this game.
Yeah.
If you want a studio who's making contemporary, like, here's the thing, it's them or it's the studio who's currently making Bloodstained 2. And they very sadly earlier this year lost their director early, so I don't really think they're in the market to be taking on any additional work.
Looks fucking sick. I'm so excited for this.
It looks gorgeous. I'm very excited about it.
Local Metroidvania fan excited to play his first Castlevania. His first real Castlevania.
You never played Symphony of the Night?
No, I have not. I need to get around to it,
should.
but I would love to.
I'm not someone who plays like a lot of older games just because like I don't have that much time and I prefer to like stay current on like what's coming out and like, you know, what people are currently making instead of like revisiting the well most of the time. Castlevania Symphony of the Night is a game that you should play.
Yeah, I will get around to it.
There are not many Metroidvanias that even stand in league with it. Like, it has just been 20 plus years of trying and failing to make a Metroidvania that is as good as Symphony of the Night.
Next, I'm not allowed to have nice things.
Sorry, Ben.
Crazy Taxi World Tour. And then they were like, we're putting AI in it.
Yeah, whoops.
I'm afraid that between RGG and this that I'm gonna have to start like scrutinizing every fucking Sega game that comes out for Gen AI
pretty much.
disclosures, including another thing that was announced at this show.
Yeah,
Persona 6.
Persona 6. We got a "You Are Slave, Want Emancipation" trailer from Persona 6.
It's not.
No, we got something with way less sauce.
Yeah, no, it's even less. Like it. You Are a Slave, You Want Emancipation was something at all.
It's a thesis statement for the game, whether it delivers on it or not.
Yeah, no. It's at least making some kind of like declaration about what this game is going to be about, and then the game wasn't about that. But don't worry about that.
Don't worry about it. Shut up.
Persona 6, it's just like, what's this game about? Green.
Is
that it?
There's a cemetery, and there's a bunch of like cutout photographs and crime scenes
and green and a lot of green. Although I did see somebody float that because this game is about like supernatural shit, the reason it's green is because ghost hunting shows use night vision filters, and those are green.
It would be so. Here's the thing: if Persona 6 is quite literally the Scooby-Doo adaptation that everybody jokes about fucking like Persona 4 and then also Diamond is Unbreakable being, 100% I'm there day one.
I'm
Absolutely.
so on board.
If the green is because of like ghost hunting night vision camera like gimmick, yes, absolutely. I think that sounds hilarious.
Because it would be so Persona to be like a gang of ghost hunters, and the thing that you keep realizing is that all the ghosts are actually just money grubbing old people.
I think what my pitch would be is that it is framed and stylized the same way that Silent Hill F is. Like, it's very horror adjacent, like supernatural horror adjacent. But it's not scary because you have superpower stands.
Right.
Like, you have your own stand, so it's not really that scary, but everything looks scary.
Sure, that's fine, but I would love that. I would love a completely... Now that Hoshino is gone, I would love a tonally darker, weird fucking Persona game. Absolutely.
If he's gone, does that mean we won't get a hot spring in this game?
Inshallah.
Could it happen?
Are we finally free?
Is the curse lifted?
No.
No, you're not.
We're going to get a haunted hot spring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, seeing this trailer, though, my initial takeaway was, boy, I hope those leaks of what the protagonist looks like aren't real.
Fake.
I hope they're real.
I don't want to play as that fucking dweeb.
I don't want to play as the French kid from Persona 3.
People were like...
Look, okay, I understand. But these games come out on PC. We're just going to do a thing we all did with P5, and we're just going to wait for someone to mod in a character with some swag.
Yeah, to be a girl instead, yeah.
Please just, like, mod in the protagonist of, like, P5X, at least. He has more drip than this guy.
He's definitely...
Mod in Takumi Sumino from 100 Life. He deserves something
that would happen to Takumi Sumino. To be honest,
he deserves a nice thing to happen to him once in a while.
Sumino deserves some friends that might actually like him.
That'd be helpful. Yeah.
Not getting into it because Sarah, you didn't actually go through.
I need to keep playing more.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. I got
it's okay.
other things to do.
I was gonna say you should. They should do this, but the catch should be that also while you have modded Takumi to be the protagonist, is that you have an additional party member that's just Hiroko Shizuhara, because she would not cotton to being left behind.
She would so enthusiastically go, let's go hunt ghosts.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
She's like, I don't need one of those personas. I have this thing.
And it's
just a giant axe.
Yeah. Really quick, I forgot to mention it during my thing. Speaking of 100 line, I also watched the Among Us show.
Oh, that's funny.
The Among Us show is indistinguishable from your average 100 line route. That is my review of the Among Us show.
I saw that clip of the doctor trying to ask the engineer or whatever for like bio samples or whatever, and it's very clearly framed as the engineer thinks the doctor is like is trying to fuck him, but he's also wants to get fucked by the doctor real bad. He's like, fine, take the bloody samples.
That's an incredible review.
Yeah.
Completely indistinguishable from 100 line. Thank you, Ben.
Yep. But yeah, no, I am excited for like a supernatural themed Persona game. That sounds great.
Yeah, no, I mean, that sounds like my shit. I love spooky stuff and I like Persona, so fine.
Just please give us a protagonist with some drip. Please, that guy looks so fucking lame.
It's fine. Listen, we're getting a Persona 4 remake, so your swaggy protagonist is in there.
Look, it's a ghost hunting Persona. The protagonist should look like a dead Victorian orphan.
True.
Maybe you're right. We also saw actual Persona 4 revival.
Yes, instead of just like a desperately cut together like 20-second trailer.
They almost immediately showed Marie, so the Golden's in it. It's good.
It's the Golden.
I was grousing at first. I'm like, I'm not seeing any Golden stuff in this trailer, and I'm gonna be pissed off if it's just vanilla Persona 4. And then they show Marie, and I'm like, oh, thank God.
Okay, never mind. We're good.
I will say, very funny note on her. Her new English voice actor is Ari Thrash, who was not someone who does a lot of voice acting yet. They're a newer talent, but they were Do Murasame in G-Quux, and it was very funny seeing them post on Twitter from 2024. It's like putting this out there, but if they make that Persona 4 remake and you get new voice actors, I would love to be like Yukiko or someone, and then someone replies to them after things like, oh, it turns out I guess that you were really more of a Marie, and she's like, I'm gonna be real with you, I never played the Golden, so I didn't know what Marie's deal was at the time.
That owns.
This one is coming out February 18th. Which means you might have to slot this in between Revelaton and Evercold.
Good fucking luck. I'm sorry, Persona 4 the Golden. I still remember how that plot went from when I played you 14 years ago or whatever. I can wait a little longer.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll
see which one strikes your fancy.
Because I would
it is Persona 4.
Evercold, I'll be able to make time for. Sure. I'm gonna crush that when it comes out.
Bang that out on the weekend,
And independent of the plot stuff, I'm usually not huge on keeping up with endgame content grinds or whatever. So I'll be done with that real quick. But for once, I'm kind of Revelations is gonna come out, and there's gonna be a 3-pack.
Yes.
And I'll finally have a reason to play all 3 of those games in a row like a fucking lunatic.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a lot of Final Fantasy VII.
I am 100% in agreement with you, Sarah. This is the most unnecessary remake ever. Persona 4 the Golden is fine. It looks great. It's immaculate.
It still looks great. It's honestly, I was saying, the aesthetics of OG Persona 4 and Persona 4 the Golden have always been exactly what they needed to be for that setting of Inaba being a small town in backwoods Japan. It doesn't need to look fancy. The reason Persona 3 always needed a remake is because it's set in a big city, so it needed to be a little bit glitzier and more glamorous, kind of like Persona 5, right?
And also unlike Persona 4, Persona 4 the Golden is a game that you can buy on Steam because they kept that shit around.
Yeah.
Right.
When they made it in 2012. So they just be like, we made a PC port. Here it is for $20. You have to remake Persona 3 because they don't have any of it anymore.
Right.
And like you can play portable, but that's not quite the same experience. It's a very different video game.
Right.
It's more of a visual novel, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and so like to me, I'm like, okay, so Persona 4 to me, Persona 4 the Golden to me is kind of like platonically perfect, right? Like as what it is, like, yeah, okay, some of that writing does not hold up in 2026, but like for what it is when it came out, when I played it, you know, at a very formative time of my life,
right?
Persona 4 the Golden is kind of functionally perfect. It doesn't need to be any prettier. It doesn't need to be any sleeker. It has everything you want from a Persona game. Like Persona 5 couldn't even iterate on it that much more because of how perfect P4 was. And I'm still gonna buy that remake. I'm still gonna buy that remake because I'm stupid.
Day one, like, but it looks so pretty though. Look how cool everyone looks.
They're cool jangling it's fucking Coco Melon for like for elder millennials. That's me. You know what I mean?
But it's so I can't be mad at them for not putting in the Persona 3 portable content. Because like they're putting it in, like, they're putting in the stuff from the really good version of the game.
Yeah, they're doing all of it. It's great.
The thing that I saw the trailer that like got me like sitting up in my seat was they're canonizing Narukami's Ultra in the arena, the cross slash.
Yeah,
he just gets that now.
He just gets it now,
and it looks fucking sick.
It looks sick, and I'm an idiot. I'm stupid. Yes, I will buy a Persona 4 remake. Does it need to exist? Absolutely not. Am I gonna buy it? Of course I am. I'm an idiot. Like Persona 4 was so formative for me when the first one came out, and then again when the Golden came out.
Yeah,
like both of those games have influenced me to such an extent that like shit I make now in 2026 has the bones of like my Persona 4 obsession still in there.
100%. Like
Persona 4 is the first game I went to go get at a GameStop. Had to go to a different GameStop because they didn't have it at mine. And then when I got to that other GameStop and I asked about Persona 4, like, yeah, we got it. We don't have like a box though or anything, so we just have this like little paper CD sleeve to give you. And I'm like, oh my god, I feel like I'm like buying pornography, but I'm like in high school. But like I'm going to the GameStop, but like I feel like I'm participating in some kind of
illegal
crime.
trade. Yeah, no.
I'm like the core concept of Persona 4 alone has actually never left like one of the burners on my brain. You know?
Never.
Like I'm always low key kind of thinking about the cast of Persona 4 a little bit.
I love that game. I'm, warts and all. I really like Persona 4. Even, a billion years later, I will kind of probably always love Persona 4 to a certain extent. It happened. Persona 4, the first one, the OG Persona 4, happened to me.
Yeah. You encountered it like you would like a crashed UFO.
Yeah, or like getting in a car crash, right? Persona 4 happened to me at a very specific time in my life where I was also forced to move from the big city to a tiny little shitty house in the country, and I had no friends. I was alone all the time, and the only thing I had going for me was the fact that Persona 4 came out. So, I'm going to buy this game.
Yeah,
I'm going to buy this game. I'm 30 to 40 years old, and I will buy Persona 4 for the fifth time.
I am 30 to 40 years old, and I do need this.
I do need this. This will be the fifth time I've bought Persona 4. Yeah.
Also, like, whenever I'm thinking of Persona 4 in, like, 2026, I'm always like, it's really just unfortunate that because of Hashino primarily, that is a game where you have two of your characters be very visibly teenagers struggling with their identities as queer people.
Sure.
And then Hashino's big solution to this is like, well, no, they're fine. They're normal and straight.
Yeah.
And like, it's fine or whatever. Naoto Shirogane can be a conventionally beautiful woman if that's what you want her to be. And it's like, okay. And then despite this, I see that trailer and I see Naoto Shirogane's beautiful, beautiful face appear, and I'm like, "Hello, gorgeous. I've missed you.
I missed you so much. I love you so much.
I've missed my boyfriend so badly.
Yeah, my boyfriend's back from the war."
And I'm gonna say something right now. If any of you on the Discord fucking bring Persona 4 discourse into the Discord, you are getting banned immediately. We have a zero tolerance policy for Persona 4 discourse. Okay, we already know.
Only I'm allowed to because I'm the host and I'm
right.
always causing problems and treading the line.
That's
and
right.
so,
okay,
but otherwise, we all already know. We know. It's fine.
I also think that Naoto is at least non-binary and Kanji is bisexual, but that's not important to their characterization in the game as it stands. Okay? That's a separate topic.
It's fine. Listen.
Saturn.
I can here's the thing. I can condense it to not being a problem with Persona 4. It is my problem with Hashino as a human being.
That's correct.
So Saturn, I think of like the idea of like Kanji and Naoto coming out individually to the rest of the group is like that one Homestuck comic with John and Dave arguing about Sasuke and Naruto's relationship.
Yeah.
Where it's like years later being like, okay, listen, I have something to say, but I want to clarify it has nothing to do with what happened to us in high school.
I think I mentioned this on the podcast, Sarah, but like one of the funniest jokes in Homestuck is that there's a very early conversation between John and Dave where John's like, dude, Sasuke and Naruto were totally gay. And Dave's like, no, they fucking weren't, dude. Get over it. And then in between, they go a very long time without talking to each other due to plot events. It's literally about the span of 3 years.
Right.
And, you know, they're both nominally heterosexual of 13-year-old boys at this time period. And then Dave shows up and the first words out of his mouth to John are like, hey, John, I have something to tell you vis-a-vis I just need you to understand it means nothing vis-a-vis the Sasuke Naruto debate. And the thing that he has to tell him is that he is in the intervening 3 years, he has started dating another boy.
Great. Amazing.
So it's like, to clarify, it has nothing to do with what happened to us. It's an unrelated circumstance, but I need to tell you something.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Yeah,
what else?
Moving on. Something that I'm very excited for is Magicians, the Devil's Deal, the other BioShock-like.
There's so many of these.
Where your plasmids are magician card tricks and like pulling rabbits out of your hat. Looks awesome.
Sure.
I'm very excited to see more of this when it's not the hyper slick scripted you know, trailer showcase cut. I want to see how it actually plays and feels and stuff. Yeah. But I love the premise.
Yes,
conceptually it's great.
The aesthetic looks great, you know. Love that. I love that concept as a video game.
Sure.
What
else?
Vivarium looked interesting, which was the 70s anime point and click adventure game.
I didn't catch the name of that one.
Yeah, Vivarium, which looks, people are saying like, you know, Miyazaki style, but no, there's definitely some Gundam influences in here as well.
No, the big influence is, what's that fucking Tim Rogers video, Saturn? The long one about the kid in summer.
Oh, Boku no Natsuyasame?
Yeah, it's a Boku no Natsuyasame. It is a 1-to-1 copy. That's kind of the reason it took me out of it. Because I was watching it and I was like, this is just Boku no Natsuyasame, but as a girl, as like a little girl instead.
Yeah.
And like the blatantness of it kind of took me out of it. I have a growing, and I hate to be a hater, but I am a hater. Sorry. I do have a kind of growing distaste for Western studios that are just like, it's set in Japan. Right?
Is this a Western studio?
Vivarium?
Because it's being published, it's being developed by Crunchyroll.
Oh, that means it's probably a Western studio.
Well, yeah, because Crunchyroll is basically the now at this point the English presentation of Sony's anime holdings, right?
Studio Meadowflower is...
Oh yeah, no, they're from New York.
Oh, really?
I remember posting about this because I tried to look them up, and all I found about them, because they had literally didn't have any of their information public before this went up. Literally, all I found about them is a thing from a registry from like February that they incorporated the company in Albany, New York.
Yeah.
So I do have because it's becoming like it's just becoming a very oversaturated aesthetic of everybody wanting to make Japanese games despite not being Japanese.
Right.
And between this and the kind of blatant stealing from Boku no Natsuyasame versus and alongside taking like, you know, fucking what am I thinking of? My Neighbor Totoro aesthetics, right? Mm-hmm. I was just kind of like, okay, I've seen 100 of these games before, right? Like not exactly this game, but this game. Like I hate to be a hater because a lot of people are interested in it, but I
appreciate them using an aesthetic that is not necessarily common.
Yeah.
For me, it's mostly like I tend to be a little more like if you're having it set in Japan and like with the sort of archetypically like JRPG or J whatever aesthetic, and it's because it's important to the game or the story that you're telling that it's Japanese and that you're specifically not doing a Western thing, then like sure. Like I'm okay with that, but I do feel like it's weird. It does take me out of it whenever you do have like a Western, like an American or English.
It's just a very oversaturated thing, right?
Yeah, where it's just fair. Like it looks like anime and it's set in fictional Japan because that's what we wanted to do, and it's not actually. We could have really done this anyway, but we wanted it to be kind of anime evocative, so we set it in fake Japan and gave it a vaguely
we could have set
like
this,
70s anime art
it's
style.
like you could have set this anywhere, and I honestly think. You're in New York. You could have set this in upstate New York, but with the same aesthetic. And I probably would have vibed with it more because taking kind of like this 70s anime aesthetic, but applying it to like your memories of childhood in the 1990s, which was the time when all of us were getting into anime for the first time, because that's when like the kind of anime revolution happened. That makes more sense. Right?
Yeah.
Like that I think is more evocative than just, well, we want to make a Japanese game set in Japan. Right?
Right.
I think that's more interesting to me personally than just there's no English version of Boku no Natsuyasumi, so we're just going to take that idea for ourselves. Right?
Did it?
So.
Oh yeah, I guess they wouldn't have. Well, because I was like, wait a minute, didn't they? And I'm like remembering, no, that Crayon Shin-chan game is also Japanese exclusive.
Yeah. It's a shame.
God, did they really never put out Boku no Natsuyasumi?
It has no English, and maybe it might have a fan translation at this point. But
well, I mean, I know the original just has a fan translation, but like I know there was later ones on the PS3 and PS2 that I don't remember if any of them ever came through.
Yeah,
because like they covered it, they covered one of them
I think,
on a show.
But I think it was one of those things like, because like how Nintendo sometimes has two different shows where they show different games. I think the Crayon Shin-chan game was only in a Japanese show.
Yeah, because they do that a lot.
And the trailer,
that was also like made by the same company.
Yeah, and the trailer just kind of got got notoriety in English speaking territories because like it had a really sharp aesthetic, like. That was like, this is a lot of production for a Crayon Shin-chan game.
Right. So, yeah. There is no official Boku no Natsuyasumi. Yeah. It's just, there's like English fan patches and stuff like that. So, you know. Anyways, I hate to be a hater, but.
No, that's okay. You know. Understandable. The only other thing that was really of note here that was like, kind of like, okay, was Valor Mortis. The Napoleon Bonaparte game.
That's just funny. Yeah, like I will never play that game, but conceptually it's kind of funny.
Yeah,
so.
Who's that actor they got?
Vincent Cassel.
Yeah, they're like, we're thrilled to announce that we got our dream actor for Napoleon. It's like, you're not even playing as Napoleon in this game, I don't think.
No, you are.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, that's Napoleon.
I thought you were playing as like one of his toadies. Or
no,
I think he's like a character.
Yeah, you are playing Napoleon.
That's funny.
What a bizarre,
strange video game. Very mysterious, yeah.
But that was the Xbox show.
Okay.
We have one more show to go over. We have one more thing to show you.
There's really only it's the Nintendo thing. The Nintendo thing has one really important thing. But first we got to talk about I don't know how to feel about an Ocarina of Time remake.
I'll be real, that reveal doesn't look very good, and I don't like that they didn't show off any gameplay or what the game looks like, despite the fact that it's nominally coming out later this year. It makes me worry that this is like we're doing this the Oblivion remake thing, and we're just literally running emulated Ocarina of Time in a UE5 wrapper. It's going to look and feel really bad.
Well, I don't think they're doing this. Is clearly like, I don't know.
I got a feeling we're going to get an Ocarina of Time direct in like 3 months, right?
Right.
Where, because that's kind of their thing these days, is like, we're going to do a whole thing that's just about this one game. Yeah. Right?
It's just rough to be getting that a month before it comes out.
Compared to, comparing this to the Star Fox remake, where it's just the original game, but scaled up, I feel like that's probably what they're going to do for Ocarina of Time. Like it's gonna play. It's gonna the dungeons are all gonna be more or less laid out the same. It's just gonna be.
But we don't know because they didn't show literally anything.
Yeah, like that's what I'm.
But we don't even know who's actually developing it. We found out later that the Star Fox thing isn't actually being developed Nintendo in house. It's by a studio that's made of former Vicarious Visions people.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Like that's what I'm assuming it's gonna be. Is it's just gonna be, it's gonna be the same game just scaled up slightly. And
but we have literally nothing to.
There's nothing to. Yeah, there's nothing to go off of.
It would make sense if that was the case,
sure.
But it could be literally anything.
Yeah.
And the one thing they did show us is like this very like Nintendo hire this man model of Child Link that
It looks so bad.
It looks so bad.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I think the fact that he looks kind of ugly works.
I wish I got to see literally any other ugliness in context of it. He looks like a UE5. I think it was. I forget which of the Gigaboots was who called it UE5 skin baby. And I'm like, yeah.
Like I think if we see the other Kokiri and they also kind of look like a bunch of ugly kids, that it kind of fits.
I don't know.
I'm still just like, I don't know. Again, not to be a hater either, but it's like, God, imagine if we'd seen any of the other Kokiri and we could have like literally anything to form an expectation about instead of absolutely fucking nothing. It literally would have been better if they shadow dropped the game.
Yeah.
Then give us such a weird announcement for something that's so close.
That's so close. Yeah,
it's so close and has nothing.
Yeah,
it's very weird to me.
I really don't know what to make of this because like it already has a remaster on the 3DS, so like it's not gonna.
Yeah.
My
big thing is why not re-release the 3DS remaster.
Yeah.
That game looks great. Like that game is kind of like visually perfect because like it doesn't really change anything about Ocarina of Time, a game I like a lot still, but it just changes the graphics to look more like the character art, which is the thing that everybody likes about that game a lot, right?
Yeah.
So I would love it if you could just make that because you can play like OG Ocarina of Time, of course, off the Switch store, right? Like, of course. But it's weird to never make that 3DS remake available to anybody, right? Like, that and the Majora's Mask one, which is not a very good game because it changes a lot of stuff. But, like, it's weird to have those games and exist. And those games did well. I mean, they did well enough to make the second one. Like, how do you not make them available to anybody anywhere? It's very strange.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, what is this? If they had shown us anything, if they had shown us recreate the cutscene of Zelda and Impa fleeing from Ganondorf.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Give us an idea of, like, how a cutscene is going to be framed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it would have been great, but they didn't do that. Yeah. They instead wasted our time for no particular reason.
It's very weird. And, I mean, again, I think there's probably going to be a direct maybe in a month or two. Who knows?
Right.
But I still just have a lot of weird feelings about remaking Ocarina of Time in general. Because it's a game that doesn't really need remade. That game was always... the 3DS remake was kind of always all anybody ever wanted. Because like that game is good for what it was when it came out, and it is still extremely replayable in 2026. Like jank and all, that game still is perfectly fine, right? It's not Final Fantasy VII, a game that people have been wanting to see it be remade since it came out. I feel like nobody truly has ever clamored for Ocarina of Time remake.
Yeah,
no, I mean people did, but not in 2026. No. They did it in like 7th gen when the idea of like having Ocarina of Time, but it looks prettier was something that would be like
desirable.
I don't know, like there was people who actually cared about that sort of thing.
And I gotta tell you, that thing kind of already exists. It's called Twilight Princess.
Right.
Twilight Princess is kind of like a shadow remake of Ocarina of Time in a lot of ways, right?
But the problem is that all the people who hated Wind Waker for looking the way it is also just don't like Twilight Princess either. They just wanted Ocarina of Time again.
I know, it's very strange. So,
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing I can really say about it because we don't know what it's going to look like. So until we get that direct, we're not going to.
We've spent more time talking about what it could be than anything we got from the direct.
It's just that Ocarina of Time is another formative game for me. What do you want from me? I was just
I understand.
I'm not complaining about you. Yeah. I'm just still like, my madness is still just like, why the fuck did they even bother saying anything?
Why not give us a little bit? Obviously, the game has to be extremely close to being done if it's coming out this year. So why wouldn't you just show us a little bit more at your fucking your finger quotes E3 thing?
This should not have been their one last thing. The thing I really want to talk about is the thing that should have been their one last thing.
Yeah, we can talk about the thing you want to talk about because we're already over the 3-hour mark. I don't want to be here for 4.5 hours. Nintendo talked about other things. Fortune's Weave, who knows? I don't know if it's going to be good or not.
I think it looks good. 4 protagonists looks fun. Deltarune Chapter 5 is coming out in looks at watch a week.
It'll be $80 physical, which drives me insane.
Yeah. Fortune's Weave is gonna be $80, and I have no idea how to feel about it, so I'm gonna wait till it comes out and hear some reviews.
Yup.
And then Deltarune is literally out in a week from today.
Yeah.
So what?
I
literally did a cartoon like double take where like Oates walked by. I'm on my phone just scrolling, right? Because I did not watch the direct.
Right.
I just kind of like, noticed, I paid attention to the news. Oates walks by and I go, oh, hey, Deltarune Chapter 5 out in June. And she looks at me and goes, Sarah, it is June. I'm like, what? Huh? What? Like I did a cartoon double take because I just, sure, Deltarune Chapter 5 out in a week. Look forward to it. Cool.
Can you believe it? Deltarune, 1 week from now.
Deltarune.
Just a week to go.
It will be longer for Saturn.
I know.
But that's okay.
I know.
Fine.
Well, the thing for me,
someday that game will be done.
The thing for me is that now I'm like on the hook to be like, I gotta replay all the other chapters, so I didn't do any of the bonus bosses. Fuck.
Yeah,
that's why I'm waiting. Is because I'm like, I will make time for 2 playthroughs: the blind one and then the one where I do all the shit with the guide.
Yeah.
Sure, fair.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm kind of excited for One Piece Grand Gourmet.
I didn't even see anything about this game. So.
It's a Kairosoft game, which means it's a well-made, kind of good-looking pixel art, like number go up management.
Yeah, it's a restaurant management game where you can recruit any character in One Piece to help you with your restaurant. You've got like Enel cooking your food.
Okay, that actually sounds
And when I saw it, it was like one. I don't have a lot of experience with Kairosoft, but it's like when I saw it, I was like looking at it, it's like, damn, this kind of looks like a Kairosoft game. And then I saw the thing at the end, it says developed by Kairosoft. It's like, well, yeah, you got the perfect company to make a Kairosoft game.
That's honestly, that's actually a pretty funny hook. Okay.
Seeing like fucking like Crocodile and Ace in the same place, be like, nah, they acted like nothing happened.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, they want to know what's in that curry.
Yeah.
All the other stuff can wait. They want to know how good that curry tastes.
And then we saw a little bit more of Big Walk. The Friend Slop game.
Oh yeah.
This one's from the Untitled Goose.
Yeah, this looks fun. I'm excited to just wobble around with a weird looking thing and throw and punch my friends.
Okay. The big thing, Ben.
And then I got to finally achieve my final rest and crumble to dust. Content. So when they announced Revelations,
yeah,
Chris Wolfhart was like, "Oh hey, the entirety of the Final Fantasy VII remake happened between the trailer for Kingdom Hearts 4 and the game Kingdom Hearts 4 coming out." And I felt really bad for like 3 entire days. Like I genuinely felt like active depression.
Sure.
Like I had taken damage. Like a status effect.
And
that's okay to be true because ultimately we still don't have a year for this game, but they showed it at least.
But I felt really bad because it wasn't just that the game, like, the remake had come out in between that. It's like the remake had come out and was announced its ending before we had even gotten information on Kingdom Hearts 4.
Right.
And I kind of like held on to that hope during the Xbox show because I remember they showed a trailer for Kingdom Hearts 3 at a Microsoft show. Mm-hmm. Right? Like the big one with the Pirates of the Caribbean was at a Microsoft show. And it didn't happen. And then I was like, well, there's no way they're going to do it at Nintendo. Like, you know what? I'm just going to be excited for Fortune's Weave when they show that. And, whatever else they want to show, I'll just be excited for that. And then they showed off the Kingdom Hearts 1 through 3 collection, and I was like, "Oh, cool! They're actually porting those games, like the physical version, not the Steam Cloud version, to the Switch 2. Cool! That's what they should have done in the first place. But neat, great."
Well, yeah. Well, the thing is, like, the Switch 2 can actually run it because it's a PS4 instead of not at all.
Yeah, and so I was like, "All right, well, that's neat. That's nice to see." And then the trailer kept going, and I was like, "That can't be real."
That can't be right.
No, I'm just like, I
was put on this planet to suffer.
I'm interpreting this as kind of looking like Kingdom Hearts because I just saw Kingdom Hearts, but there's no. Oh my god! It's the Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer. Wow! They took a bat to this game to get it out on time.
No, Ben. What they did is they took.
But I'm glad you did.
No, Ben. They didn't take a bat to this game to get it out on time. They took a bat to this game to get it on Switch 2.
Yeah,
because they realized that making a UE5 game they were only going to sell on the PS5 was a mistake.
It's insane.
And Saturn, that's the same thing. When Square Enix we're putting it on the Switch 2, they went, okay, fucking cut it out and get it out and make it.
I think it would be really funny if when this game comes out or we learn more information about it, it does come out that despite what was said about it originally, that it is in fact being developed on UE4.
No, I would not be surprised to see that
at all. No,
like, no,
100%.
that's not even like they took a bat to this game positive. Like, they should have done this.
This is what they should have done a long time ago. They should have taken a bat to the fucking game to get it out the door. Yes.
Mm-hmm. No, it's still, like we talked about earlier, no game needed to look better than Arkham Knight.
It's true.
Okay?
Vindicated forever about this one.
And it still looks great. Still looks fucking amazing.
And it's all that matters is that it's a new Kingdom Hearts. It's Kingdom Hearts 4, and it's actually going to come out at some point in our human life instead of just being a dead franchise, right? Like, that's what matters.
You people can't comprehend.
You're right, I can't.
Like, how actually bad I felt for like.
I know.
Ben, you're kind of like spinning into like a JRPG antagonist monologue. I'm a little worried. Your leitmotif is playing in minor key now. All of a sudden,
literally, Sora reached down and pulled me from the darkness,
from the muck,
pulled me from turning into a heartless myself.
So true, bestie. I'm glad for
God, they showed off so the funniest thing is that they're giving Sora for the first time ever, giving him an actual JRPG party.
Right.
Because he's got Strelitzia as his quirky healer girl. Mm-hmm. He's got the smug-looking aristocratic guy. Yep. He's got the brooding anti-hero with the mask. And he's got a former antagonist who joins the party.
Mm-hmm.
I love the shot of Sora on his knees in the rain and young Xehanort is holding a broken umbrella above him that is not blocking the rain at all.
Shit, man. Like, thanks, but you could try maybe just a little harder.
This is
See, the thing is, the reason they're giving it's very funny to me now that these FF7 remake games are done, right? Mm-hmm. Of course, they're giving Sora a real JRPG team. They're just gonna they're gonna take so many parts from those FF7 remakes and just staple them onto Kingdom Hearts 4 just to get this game out. They're like, we got a ton of great ideas in this one. Let's just use them here.
My sincere belief, 100%, is that the reason why the FF7 director was cagey about whether the team will stay together after they finish FF7 is because he has already been told in no uncertain terms that the instant that game is out the fucking door, I'm moving all of you to go actually make Kingdom Hearts 4 so we can say the year it comes out in.
I think, genuinely, this is not cope. Mm-hmm. Okay? I think late 2027.
No, I think that's perfectly reasonable.
I think they took a bat to this game.
Sure.
And the reason it had been radio silence for so long is because they were working on getting it downgraded.
Right, to work on a Switch 2.
Yeah. And now it's done, and now the FF7 remake is done, and now Nomura can focus. Mm-hmm. And it's going to be much smoother sailing Now that the studio is not being divided in between these two massive projects.
Right. It is, especially considering they are shooting for Evercold beginning of 2027, and then kind of late spring is Revelations, right?
Yeah.
It makes perfect sense to be like, okay, yeah, and we're going to finish the year out and have a really strong fiscal year, right?
Yeah.
By finishing up on Kingdom Hearts coming out in like November, December. Right.
I think.
See, I was gonna say actually similarly, like I would say slightly more cynically, my optimistic estimate would be early 2028.
That's acceptable.
That's also possible.
because their fiscal year doesn't end until April.
Right. And
so if you want a good last quarter, you put it out in like February.
Sure, totally. Yeah. Although I could also see, I mean, it would be very nice, like a Kingdom Hearts Switch bundle for Christmas.
Yeah. Get the 1 through 3 port and then 4.
Just,
I mean, the thing is, though, they also said though that the 3 3 isn't going to be out until basically December anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. The collection is out on October 8th.
Okay. So So
I could see them,
but like in 2027 maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2027. Like they're gonna chase the October 8th collection a month or two later. 4.
Yeah,
I could see that.
Like I could see early,
or like January.
Yeah, that's acceptable. January, February, March-ish, anywhere in there is acceptable.
It's hard to say for Square Enix because also even though they're like, damn, they finally showed off this game again after so many years and it still doesn't have a date. Square Enix also loves to be like, hey, we've decided to finally give a date for this game. It's like 9 months.
Well, yeah, and the other thing is we didn't get a date, but D23 is coming up soon, and they like to chase like a Kingdom Hearts announcement with more details at the actual Disney show.
Right. Yeah.
So
I was wondering what that was.
Yeah, D23 is like
D23 is a Disney thing. Yeah.
It's a big annual like Disney conference where it's Disney E3.
Yeah.
Where they announce like their slate of movies and shows and whatnot.
They talk about Marvel movies. They talk about Star Wars. They talk about Disney movies. They talk about like theme parks and stuff a lot. So kind of ancillary properties like Kingdom Hearts do get mentioned at D23.
They very famously showed off the Big Hero 6 world and a lot of details about that at D23, not at any kind of like game conference.
Right.
So it's very likely that we'll actually get like a date and some more details at D23.
I hope so.
God, between this and the Persona 4 Revival trailer, like I've just been watching the same two 3-minute videos, just on a constant loop. Just be like, oh my god, they're real.
I need some free dopamine. Okay, here we go.
They're real. I still go back and watch the Smash Ultimate sword reveal for like a dopamine hit.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
The joke I made on BlueSky was like, man, Nintendo put Sora in Smash, and they were like, he's our son now.
The father that stepped up.
Yeah.
Sony sure as shit isn't doing anything with it.
Like I saw the thing where it's like all these like Sony projects getting announced, like Persona and Kingdom Hearts getting announced at a non-Sony show. Is that tweet of just be like, man, just fuck my wife. I don't care anymore.
Yeah, 100%. Oh my god.
Okay.
It's fine. Okay.
I mean, there's we already talked about the Hellblade thing. So
it's fine. Listen, we don't need to do any more news.
There's
We've been
no more
doing
news
this
after
for 3
that.
hours. Who cares about any more news?
Yeah.
We'll talk about any additional news. We'll see you in a week or two. Okay.
Yeah.
But it's been more than 3 hours.
Yeah.
So,
we got.
I have to pee.
So, I mean, we had a lot to talk about, so we had to get it all out at once.
Right, that's fine.
Thank you to Broken Free for use of background music. Email us at thegorgepodcast.gmail.com. Follow us on our social medias. Join our Patreon. Join our Discord. Patreon.com/thegorge. Remember that on the Discord, we are watching Anime Club. We're getting back to Hunter x Hunter soon.
Yes.
That's right.
I'm excited.
We're going to be starting Chimera Ant arc, and you're going to be like, damn, I wonder when Chimera Ant arc is ending. It feels like we have been building to a head for a very long time, and oh my god, it's been like twice the length of the show already.
We're still on Namek?
Yeah.
And then
play
also
Saturn's visual novel.
Yeah, play Saturn's visual novel when that comes out.
Yeah, we have some I'm not sure yet when a new thing will be coming out, but in the meantime, do go check out my old shit.
That's right.
The Butterfly Affect. You can go to ebicon.itch.io. That's ebicon.itch.io.
Yes.
And you can check out both that game, which I worked on, as well as two things that I didn't work on. One of them being As If Through Glass, which is principally written by co-writer Alter, and is a very, very good. If you like 1000 X Resist, I think there's something there for you. But it is a very short and comparatively linear thing. Okay. And then recently for Noise Jam, Alter and also CDLX, the person who does all of our music, did a Noise Jam HTML5 Yaoi gallery kind of thing, where it's there's a yaoi story with some angst in it over a lot of very aggressive visuals and a not entirely stitched together narrative, because the Noise Jam thing is make something incomprehensible, but real, you know?
Sure, that's
and
fun.
so there's some interesting heat there. There's a lot of neat ideas and visuals in that. I've really enjoyed it. I won't pretend that I understand it completely, because I have a small brain, and also Noise Jam is, it's all about lacuna, but it's really cool. So go check that stuff out.
Yeah. Awesome. All right.
I hate to have to say this so early in a person's career. Yo, fuck Asha Sharma.
Yeah.
They really set her up to just take all they really fucking set her up to fail, didn't they? But still, fuck her.
Now, I'm not gonna to be clear. Phil Spencer's legacy is one of him resigning and then immediately pinning all of his crimes on some other woman who not even Asha Sharma.
Right, a different other woman.
A different other woman who didn't actually have any power to make the decisions that he made, and yet he's still blaming her for them. Yeah. But also, come on, lady.
No,
come on.
It's egregious to do, a huge giveaway of, a shit ton of free Xboxes to only people wearing fan badges at that. Did you hear about that?
I did not.
Oh my god. Okay, so at the Xbox show in the aftermath, there's a physical, audience, right? In the aftermath, everybody who was at the show who was not wearing a press badge but was wearing a fan badge got a free, that clear green anniversary Xbox.
Yeah.
Everybody in attendance got one for free.
Good for them, I guess.
But to do that a week before all of these massive layoffs and shit is just it's so egregious.
Yeah.
It's so pandering. It's jangling keys in front of the baby's face, right? To just be no, you don't need people to make these games. You just need to take your toys and be Xbox still cares about fans. It's okay.
Look at our green plastics thing that you can't actually play anything on.
And it's nothing's going to come out for it. And everybody who makes those games is getting laid off yet again. Who could possibly care about your dumbass fan event? It's just smoke and mirrors. It's
just insulting.
It's insulting. It's fucking horseshit.
Yeah.
I'm sure, all of us to say, I'm sure it's not the last time we'll say it. I'm sorry that your inaugural fuck you has to come so early, but also you do deserve it.
Yeah, you are in charge of Xbox, so you deserve it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. No, it's all fucking horse shit. A bunch of people are about to lose their jobs again. So yeah, it's cool. Don't worry about it. Fuck Asha Sharma. Yeah.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.